us. Thank you all.
Fun begins. How's it going?
Hello.
Well, greetings, young Jedi. Hello there.
What is up, everyone? Hybrid Toy Reviews here with Talking Toys with the Boys, the November edition, and we have many boys here, so we're going to run through them, but we are joined by the BlitzTransmissions.
What up? Hello there. How's everybody doing tonight?
We got the Stoned Mandalorian.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Stoked to be here.
We have the reason we're running late.
I guess I don't need an introduction. Hey, everybody. I'm Vincent from Carbonites. Thank you for joining us, and happy Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day.
Oh, yeah.
So, to all our regs and shinies. And then we are joined by Brown Leader.
Right on. Hello there, guys.
What's going on?
Welcome, Brown Leader.
What's up, Brown Leader?
So, glad to have everyone on. Some people haven't been on in a while. Some haven't been on at all yet. So, new friends, old friends. Always happy to get some friends here. And, some of the best in the community here tonight. Always love a good time to talk some toys with these boys. But really quick, just going to greet the chat, let a couple more people trickle in, and we're going to see how the night rolls out. So we have the Max Rebo Experience ready to talk some toys.
I hate that guy.
So yeah, Delphi Rangers is way better. We have BlitzTransmissions. We have Commander Bly with the first. We're going to give you that one. It's an honorary one for Veterans Day. We have a happy Veterans Day at Commander Bly from the Max Rebo. Scrolled down way too far. Commander Bly took the day off, and he's currently in the lab cooking up some hot clone armor shit. All right. So I look forward to pics.
Right.
So clones don't deserve pensions. I don't know who came up with that horrible take. We have the much superior Delphi Rangers hanging out here. We are joined by the Pink Ghost, watching tonight with Blue Ghost by your side. Looking forward to a great show. Well, we hope both of you ghosts have a great night. Will I rig my contests like Tommy? Well, is he going to win?
Maybe. It already is rigged.
We are joined by Starscream 0625. Yo, right back at you. So we have the Stoned Mandalorian checking into the chat.
Fuck that guy. I'm just kidding.
We have Commander Bly asking Stone Mando if he ordered the Hulk yet.
No, man. It looks so good. I'm really thinking he's in referencing to the Mezco Hulk that was just put up for pre-order. It looks so good, man. I'm still on the fence, Bly. I don't know, man. I know we kind of chatted about it a little bit.
Yeah.
Is this the Maximum line Hulk?
No.
It's actually a line called Mezco Toys, and it's their 1/12 scale collective line, and it's this fabulous Hulk, man. He's 7.5 inches tall. He comes with 6 different alt hands. 6 different alt heads, 4 different pairs of hands, and he's got this thing about Mezco that people love is their soft goods. They do a really great job at 1/12 scale soft goods. It's just gives it that really seamless, real look. But with Hulk, obviously, it's a lot of flesh, so you do see some of the articulation. But man, the sculpt is just. I'll keep yapping if somebody doesn't stop me. It's so freaking cool, man. It's a beautiful figure. $140. It's a little pricey, but man, I'm really wanting to pick it up. It's to me, it's like the definitive Hulk. It'll probably be the one and only Hulk I'll probably buy, most likely.
There's nothing wrong with liking a good import. Nice thing about it being an import is it's not a Hasbro figure and it'll be good. No, that's not my real opinion.
I love my Hasbro, man.
I do too, man. So
hell yeah, dude.
We have Joshua Banker sending in the $20 super chat right off rip. That is insane. Thank you for covering StreamYard this month. My God. I was just telling them I finally decided to go premium, and that's awesome. So I mega appreciate that. You are the best. He's never sent a super chat to the channel, and he thought he would make up for it. Well, awesome. More than made up for it, and it was never expected, and it's hugely
W Joshua.
Very thoughtful.
W forever.
That was very kind. Very, very generous.
Awesome.
So, and we have Blitz here, who's been a member for 2 months, which is
nice.
Awesome.
Join that channel membership.
Yes, sir. Join the channel membership like Commander Bly, who's been here for 9 months.
Dang.
I'm a super fan, baby.
So, we have two fun topics tonight, and I think we're going to start by giving Vincent the talking stick here.
All right, guys. Good night. We'll see you later.
Yeah, I don't even want to
Have
talk
a good
about
one.
it anyway.
Yep.
This is what nobody came here for.
Right. So, hey, I happen to like these little block things, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
So
I got a few.
cool, but Vincent has had Carbonites running nonstop for a year now. This is the anniversary date, right?
This is correct. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, congrats, man. Awesome.
Thank you. I've been doing Carbonites since 2021. It was kind of my COVID project that then transitioned into a school project that was kind of put to rest for a little while. And now it's made its return, and it's become very much a full-time thing for me. So yeah, I love making them. Stoned Mandalorian right there is flashing some of his. I know Tommy flashed some of his. And yeah, so what Carbonites are, for those who don't know, there's 6 of them that come in a package, including a 7th one, which is our mascot, if you don't have him already. And yeah, Carbonites are 1x1x2 plastic blocks. And then there's a decal that gets wrapped alongside them to kind of encase the figure within it, almost like a block of Carbonite. And we sell them for $14.99 and free shipping. So it's a relatively inexpensive way to try something that's also handmade.
I think my favorite thing about Carbonites is they're just small enough that you can fit it in your mouth, but it's just big enough you won't choke on it.
How did I know that was where he was going with that?
Well,
It's
at
like
least he said
fun,
mouth.
you know.
No, I think they're so much fun. The decals, like one of my favorite ones that I own, and I forget which set it is exactly. I actually keep on my boxes. They're up in my storage right now. But this Darth Maul one, this Clone Wars Darth Maul is absolutely awesome. And now this is the older style. These are the wood blocks that Vincent and Hybrid have now discontinued. They do have now the 3D printed blocks that I do have the Bounty Hunter set in. They are much more, I guess, ergonomic. They're a lot more stackable. The decal wrap's a lot tighter. But don't get that twisted. The wood ones are still awesome. These are so freaking cool. And look, Vincent even got the earring on Darth Maul. Like that's just chef's kiss. That's attention to detail right there. And they're just really well colored. They're just freaking awesome, and they're so much fun. And I don't have as much as the rest of the guys here tonight, but I do have about 4 or 5 sets, and I love them all equally. It's kind of hard to choose between one or the other, to be honest.
Yeah, I've got a ton of sets, and I have 2 more that I just picked up that I need to open.
Yeah, buddy.
That I should just open them while we're on stream. It's the 2 latest.
Yeah.
The Clone Wars from 03 Clone Wars. Finally, Vincent got around to 03 Clone Wars. I've been waiting.
Man.
Yeah,
That is a big mission with Carbonites. It's to try to listen to what some people are asking for, because the reason I started Carbonites back in 2021, but went hard in it starting in 24, is because there was just a lot of characters that I personally was wanting for my collection, and they just straight up didn't exist. It wasn't even a matter of the fact that they resold for so much. It's just they're not out there. So my main approach, and about half of my catalog suggests this, and that is I want to make a lot of characters that have never been made in figure form before. So Tommy is showing off a few, and yeah, that's one of the most recent ones I've dropped. That's good old Tiger Shark Squadron. And yeah, and then the other cool thing about this panel of guests here that you see before you, it really is a cool chain of passing the torch, or chain of command. When I started Carbonites about a year ago, Brown Leader, he had invited me onto his amazing podcast called Hyperspace Heroes. And it was there I got my first little bit of exposure in this digital space. And that was just very exciting for me. And then from there, there's a gentleman named Adelphi Rangers who's in the chat. He's kind of the Count Dooku, if you will. If Brown Leader, if he's the Yoda, then Count Dooku would then be James of the Adelphi Rangers. And then Hybrid found out about it, which makes him like the Qui-Gon. And then through Hybrid, Blitz found out about it. And it's just such a cool, again, chain of the passing of how people found out about Carbonites, the little web it's created. So it really makes for a fun celebration tonight.
I actually remember a year ago Hybrid sharing in some group chats that we were in together on Instagram, being like, hey, check out this new thing, Carbonites. And I remember like kind of be like, oh yeah, that's cool, and then like going about my day. And then Hybrid started buying them, and then he was like telling me more about them and like more about and I talked to the guy that makes them, and I was like, okay, I'll start giving these a little bit of attention. And then I bought I think my first couple sets were from Battlefront 2, 2017. I bought some of the Clone Legions, and that was what really got me hook, line, and sinker. I really started to understand what this product is, as opposed to just being like, yeah, it's another Star Wars thing to buy. That's a big draw for me for supporting Carbonites, is that it's a smaller initiative and it's not this big demagogue that we all talk into the ether about all the time.
Did any of the influence have to do with the fact that we're local to each other?
No, actually. No, it was just mostly Hybrid badgering me and badgering me and badgering me. No, I'm just kidding. No, I mean, yeah, obviously part of it is like I like to support, US based small business, and that was another facet to it as well. You're young guy doing your thing, kind of making something that nobody else is making right now. I mean, hey, we're hearing Funko's on the way out. If you want small, little kind of chibi fun little Star Wars character memorabilia, this is the way to go, especially if the rumors are true that Funko's on their way out the door. So
yeah. I remember a little over a year ago, Adelphi Rangers started posting like a lot of pictures of these little blocky pilots, and I was like, oh, those are kind of neat. And I mean, I liked the art style. I've always liked stylized things. While I can't get everyone, I've always thought that Funko Pops were kind of neat, and it's always fun seeing how a character adapts into the Lego minifigure style. And so I was like, wow, these are like, they're little, they're neat. And I remember I talked to James a little bit, and he's like, oh, they're these Carbonites, you got to go check them out. And so I'm scrolling, and I'm like, oh man, he's got some really cool designs. And I remember coming back a couple of times and looking and being like, oh, they're neat, always thinking they were neat. And then the Chosen One prophecy gets dropped.
Yeah, with the Mortis gods.
And I mean, Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Ahsoka all in one set. That's a great draw. And then some of the only things you can get with the actual Mortis gods on it. Because think, Tommy, you're a Clone Wars 375 guy. They never made those. And we've never gotten them in Black Series. And we've never gotten them in Lego or Funko or anything. They have been completely ignored by every merchandise company, even though the World Between Worlds is more relevant than ever before. Yeah. And during Rebels, they were teased a time or two. And it's like, these would be timely at any time. And it's on no one's radar. And I was like, well, hey, $15, I'll get 3 cool Clone Wars characters, 3 of the main characters, and I'm like, there's some good value here.
Yeah, I know for us, it was the attention to detail that he has in terms of from everything. So whether it's mint in a box, it's the design of the packaging, the $1 to charity for each set. I mean, you're only paying really $14 a set. While everything else is skyrocketing in price. And had to get, the first set for me had to have Mando and Tiva. And it was just, how could we not look into this young fledgling company, and the care and the meticulous level of detail was just, as a collector, and here's the secret that the dirty bastard does with his lines is he doesn't release a whole line at once. He cherry picks. He'll jump from line to line to line to line to line, which just whets the appetite of a collector, right? And so it showed us that he completely understands that mindset, and with that level of attention to it, how could it not be an appealing line?
Really quick, I want to thank Commander Bly for the $1.99 super chat, confirming Vincent did in fact shut down Funko. Carbonites did so good, you put Funko out of business, my guy.
It's actually a shame. There's still a few Funkos I'm hoping they make.
Yeah, they got allegedly a year.
Yeah, they were making so much stuff, and something that Vincent you were just talking about this just a second ago, is you listen to your consumers and your fans, man. That's something that Funko kind of lost. They were doing because their output, no, you can't hate on Funko because their output was insane, but they just weren't listening to fans. And I think you keeping that in mind is something very important. Obviously, we've been later on tonight, we'll get on the Black Series Most One, not to get ahead of ourselves, but Hasbro is there are companies that listen and where that respect is reciprocated through the consumer and that company, if that makes sense. So I just think how you're going about it, Vincent, is awesome. You're always so personable when you're on screen. You can just tell that you're humble, and not to be, I don't want to cuss so much, but I just fuck with that, man. You just see your authenticity. It just exudes off of you, man. You just seem like a great guy, and you're only as good as the company you keep. And I've always kept that motto close to heart because it's true. And I can tell that the group of guys you have around you they're your guys, and I can just tell that. And it's cool, man. I really like what you're doing, man. And and then like what Brown Leader was saying, the charity thing, usually it's technically $14 because it goes what's Plant with Purpose, Rancho Obi-Wan, and then there's a third option. Starlight. Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Brown Leader. It's just that's so freaking cool, man. So not only are you trying to, put a little bit of food on your table, but you're also giving back in other ways too. And that's so freaking awesome, man.
And also don't forget free shipping every time.
Yep.
He's being incredibly generous to the consumer.
Yep.
Now, my thing too is it's what a strange time we're living in the collecting space. I mean, Gentle Giant shut down this year. Funko is looking at possibly shutting down. I mean, it's interesting. We're kind of in this weird transition phase of, and then also recent studies showing that adult collectors are now the largest demographic of people buying toys and collectibles these days. So there's a lot changing, and Vincent's honestly been ahead of the curve with the listening to the consumer approach. Because of how much of a focus you put on listening to the consumer, you have more people getting excited and wanting to get behind your product, and you see big companies that are just now jumping on that trend, and a lot that haven't even fully done that. I think you should give yourself a pat on the back for that being your approach right out the gate.
I mean, honestly, the best thing you could do now is partner up with Dorkside Toys to get an exclusive subline going, and
that's crazy.
There we go.
Old Republic collectibles,
I've not heard.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of, if you're seeing something that you don't like, there's an opportunity for you to do something about it. And one of the reasons I started Carbonites is I didn't think Hasbro and Funko around that time were putting out something that was maybe meeting my collector mentality, mostly in terms of consistency, which is the biggest thing that I like to stress. But now I think, it's interesting. Funko's maybe on the verge of a shutdown because I think their product has actually never been better. The poses, the likeness, paint apps, I think it's really good stuff. And then we look at Hasbro. I think this is one of the greatest years of Black Series ever. You guys have created something called the Black Series Most Wanted. And that is something that is doing something that I wish way back when would have happened. Because if that did happen back then, this fan poll to see who do people want, because Hasbro's finally listening to us and they're going to make some of the characters we've always dreamt of. If that happened back in 2021 when I started Carbonites, I can guarantee you Carbonites wouldn't exist. So we're at a really interesting turning point for collectibles, I think. And I would love if you guys want to plug Black Series Most Wanted before we talk about some Carbonite reveals.
I'm okay with saving it since we have a whole segment about Black Series Most Wanted. I don't know about you guys, but
I have a lot of tabs pulled up all about Carbonites. So
okay.
I think Vincent just gets talking stick.
Give you the spotlight, brother. Give you the spotlight.
Yeah, man.
That's great.
This is your anniversary after all. Yeah.
Oh,
and we're just
I don't want to be a home wrecker on your anniversary. Let me just
Well, Hybrid, I sent you a PDF with just some cool metrics in there and also some cool upcoming reveals. So I'll start off with this, if you guys don't mind. Kind of in a roulette style, starting with Hybrid. What is everybody's favorite case of Carbonites? And this will lead into a giveaway that we're going to be doing, actually.
All right, so my favorite case is the Chosen One Prophecy. I think I started strong with that pick. I've gotten a lot of amazing Carbonite since. I'm not saying that nothing else has been good, but the Chosen One prophecy scratches an itch for me. It has a lot of things in it that I really, really like, and there's been some great cases since. But I just keep coming back to that one and going like, "Wow, these are cool." So
it's a great one. Tommy, how about
we going
you?
clockwise? Oh, okay, yeah. So mine is gonna be for no particular reason at all, the Ransack Battalion case, which was famously a collaborative case between BlitzTransmissions and Carbonites, with obviously the Blitz very fittingly being the logo on the bottom for my YouTube channel instead of the usual name of the character, which this one is I think his real name is the Pittsburgh Republic Advanced Trooper, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, this was a huge monumental moment just for me and my channel, and just to be able to partake with Vincent in something like this. Very special, very memorable, something I'll never forget. So my pick, that's my favorite, and obviously it's for a lot of sentimental reasons. So
very nice pick. Definitely not biased whatsoever.
So this one is a hard one for me because I love Clone Wars. Obviously, the shirt I wore tonight for a reason. I love Clone Wars very, very much. So I'm gonna cheat real quick. One last lesson. Darth Maul is my boy. Ahsoka is awesome. It's got Mandalorians in it. That is
it's a great
my channel's named out. It's an awesome case, man.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, the Carbonite Hunters, man, my original trilogy, this one right here, this is probably my favorite so far, man. And I've been talking with Vincent. I was like, man, I got so many ideas for the Phantom Menace, and me and him were kind of cooking a few months back. And when you start hitting them Phantom Menace cases, dude, I'm cooked. It's done for me, man. I'm done.
Wait till you see a reveal I got coming your way tonight.
Oh, it's curtains.
Dude, I'm so hyped now. I cannot wait, man. Awesome.
Hybrid is 9 there?
Right. Yeah, if it doesn't have a B10OM9, not happening.
That's it. I quit the stream.
So if there's a character in it that's not the one I want, it's wrong. So
crazy you guys didn't say Ben Quad, but okay.
Ben Quad.
I would go for that.
Yeah, okay. Ben Quad.
Good to know.
Yeah.
How about you, Brown Leader?
So obviously this is going to be an easy pick, and I think you know what it is, Vincent. I have a special one of 3, well, maybe one of 4 if Vincent kept a set for himself, limited edition series, similar to Blitz there, but
that's sweet.
We have our own Hyperspace Heroes set.
Oh man,
wow. And talk about detail. We'll show off DB's bald head there. But he
beautiful, man.
He personalized the T-shirt for each one. He's got our call signs on the shirts. He's even got our logos on the
back.
And then of course our names on the bottom. And it also came with, because he is a member of the squad, his own custom with his call sign on the show for us.
That's awesome.
But yeah, that would definitely have to be definitely be my favorite
for sure.
That's awesome.
That's too cool, man.
That really is. Making that case was a lot of fun. At the time, I made it as like a thank you gift because, again, I felt so indebted that you guys had me on your show. It was my first time making an appearance as a representative for Carbonites. And what was crazy about it is that's what it was at the time. And as the weeks would just keep going on, I historically never have much going on Thursday nights, which is when the Hyperspace Heroes podcast airs. So it really just became, part of my week I always look forward to. And who knows, maybe we'll go to market with those.
Yeah.
I would buy it. I'd buy it. I'm a Hyperspace Heroes supporter. Yeah.
There we go.
Right on.
Awesome.
That's cool.
So Hybrid and I were thinking we can take everybody's favorite case, I guess, except for Brown Leaders, and put it in the chat in a poll and take a vote to see what everybody else thinks is their favorite of the bunch. And then that'll be the first case that we give away tonight. Is the one that wins the poll.
That's awesome.
Now I just have to figure out how to do it. I know I've seen other people do it, so it's
here, Hybrid. So you can do it on your computer.
Okay.
Open up YouTube. Go to your own live stream on YouTube.
Got to boost those numbers.
and then there is a pull option. If you hit it's right next to like the XP thing.
Ooh,
See what I'm saying?
Pull it up.
that's a cool one.
Yeah, isn't that dope?
Fancy, yeah, dude. That was one of my favorite episodes of that first one.
Right?
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even know this was on the site. It was like buried somewhere, and I was just scrolling one day, and I'm like, how the hell did I not know that was on there? Ronan's my boy.
Without saying much, those cases were historically some of my 3, least performers. Now there's some of my highest, so I think there's definitely resurgence for that line. For sure.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
great, man. Awesome.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Hybrid, did you find it?
Yep, I'm filling it out.
Okay. All right, cool. Because then I went and I was like, wait, why can't I see it? And I was like, oh yeah, I'm a viewer, not the guy running the stream.
You're not the boss here.
It's like, what's going on, dude?
Well, while Hybrid continues to do his thing, I'll just show off the other 2 cases that I have real quick. I also have Holding the Line, and this has obviously Cody I love Cody. Then we got Rex over here, Clone Wars Anakin Obi-Wan. Very awesome set. Love this one.
Yeah.
And then the other one, so I got One Last Lesson. That very awesome episode 2. Awesome. Siege of Mandalore is one of my favorite arcs. So I had to get Escaping the Cruiser with Maul and the sarcophagus.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Goes so hard.
So I'm going to share really quick something that I love about that case.
Yeah.
I've pointed it out to Vincent on Escaping the Cruiser. It took me the longest time to notice it.
While Hybrid pulls that up, I just want to also plug you guys as well. The cases you guys are all mentioning right now, you've done individual reviews on. And I just think that is amazing. It has helped push Carbonites to so many other people. And also it's helped people understand really what these are. And I'm so grateful for that. So if anybody is on the fence about Carbonites, check out, these guys' usernames and just add Carbonites to it in the search bar. All the reviews are going to pop right up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Of course.
So something I love about the Maul and the sarcophagus.
Here we go.
It has all the patterning on it in the show, and there's a bunch of Mandalorians. I just love that he reused the graphic of the Mandalorian.
That's awesome.
And just plastered it all over it. I've looked at this case many, many times, and I was on the phone with him a couple months back, and I was just looking at the site, and I was like, "Did you do that?" And he's like, "Yeah." but I think it's awesome. I love it. It's a Easter egg of all Easter eggs.
Mm-hmm.
It's an awesome set right there, man.
Yes.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
All right, so
Looking at that poll, it is a 4-way split right now.
Dude, what's wrong with you guys? You picking the wrong one. You're picking the wrong one.
Let me check this poll. What y'all doing?
And the case Brown Leader just showed off, that was a collaborations with Delphi Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's called the Republic Rangers. And after a certain trailer came out, that one has also seen a resurgence in traffic. So that's pretty cool. That was a great collaboration. Hybrid and I have an announcement coming later about a future collaboration he and I have together. Ooh. And then on stream, I'm going to be showing a full reveal of an upcoming collaboration I have with another community member, actually 6 of them in 1 week. So,
whoa,
dude, you know what you should do? You should try to hit that. What's the actor's name who plays Carson Teva?
Paul Sun-Hyung Lee.
Yep.
You should hit him up on Instagram and see if he would want a free case, dude. The one with him, I feel like he would be so chill and imagine him using his platform to be like, hey, check this out. There's a little Carbonite. I feel like that would do so much for Carbonites, man. I think he would be really chill about that.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think that's something I want to get better at doing. I think Adelphi Rangers had sent me a message a good while ago because I do believe Angry Papa, which is his Instagram handle, follows Adelphi Rangers on Instagram.
Oh,
and
wow.
Adelphi is always doing an excellent job plugging Carbonites, as all of you do. And under the likes on some of the posts, Angry Papa, Carson Teva, he'll like the post. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Pretty cool.
So rad. Yeah.
So funny story about that. So when we went and met Paul at Motor City Con, and DMing with a Delphi, and it was before we really started DMing a lot. And he said that people had, accused that account of being Paul's burner account. And we met Paul. We had made some custom T-shirts for him, talked to his wife, and he came on for our 100th episode.
No way.
Yeah.
Check that out, man. Hyperspace,
It's
Hyperspace
so
Heroes. Yeah.
I have to check y'all out, man. Cool.
Thank you. Yeah. So we had Paul on. He was our 100th guest, our 100th episode guest, and we asked him live on air. So is the Delphi Burners or is Delphi Rangers your burner account?
What did he say?
So he said, oh, he laughed. He goes, that's funny. I think I've been asked that before, and no, it's not. But I do follow that account, and I like a lot of their posts. And
that's so cool.
So yeah, Delphi got a little shout out from Paul himself.
That's
on
right,
that.
man. Yeah.
Love it.
So while setting that poll up, I ignored the chat for a minute. I just wanted to say, what is up to Lazy Jawa?
Jawa, what's up, dude?
So Delphi Rangers' favorite case is the Ranger pilots.
Really? Wow.
Anyone?
Shocking.
What a deep cut there.
So now the new thing, of course, Vincent's doing a year in is he's doing exclusive month-long campaigns.
Yeah.
Yes.
Custom.
Cool.
And Brown Leader hates me for it.
This is the newest one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Literally
I
broken the Carbonite.
got my thing right here for the October one.
That's
awesome.
cool.
Now I'm gonna have to be a shill for Battlefront again and pick up the Inferno Squad or the Cinder Squad.
Cinder Squad.
Hey, there
Cinder
it is.
Squad.
And
Better get it right.
coming up, we also have a preview of maybe what a Christmas bonus
Ooh,
card
no way.
And there's 3 of them. So
I had to order that set. And the other
Ooh.
thing I'm mad is that he's got so many sets with Mando. And I'm like, really? And so, and of course, when I'm looking at it, I'm not sitting here where I can look at all the ones I have. So I'm like, do I have that one? Do I not have that one? Do I have that one?
Yeah.
So
somebody just sent me a photo, and they've been displaying their Carbonites in a shadow box with the lettering facing out. So for those who don't know, the names of the Carbonites are actually on the base. They're on the bottom part of it, almost like a chess piece. And so some people just have the names out as opposed to like the front graphic, which I would just assume this is how most people would display them. Of course, I try to do the different angles just like for toy photography purposes. Don't want to, cheap out and just do the front. That's like a mullet, it looks good in the front, bad in the back, so. But I was so blown away by that, just displaying the text outward, almost like, I don't know, what Funko would do with like having just the spine opposed to displaying the full thing front facing. So
imagine someone liking your art so little that they would rather look at Calabri font in bold.
Yeah, maybe I should read into that one, huh?
No.
Damn it.
Thank you to 212 Hunter, a 21-month member.
God, I hate that guy. Get him out of here.
Yeah, what a jerk.
Oh my god.
Okay, so we've been running it for 7 minutes. I'm going to end the poll. The winner was the Carbonite Hunters.
Wow.
Ooh,
everybody
nice.
sucks.
Good
You all
case.
suck for not choosing the Ransack Battalion.
What a terrible, terrible choice.
That original trilogy charm, baby. Just can't
Original
resist it.
trash. Original trash. Get out of here.
Well,
Okay.
I'll tell you
Damn
this.
it.
I did a campaign, and it was in like the beginning of September. It was to relaunch Carbonites. I was replacing the wooden cores with plastic cores that Hybrid Toy Reviews developed the file for me. It was just this beautiful collaboration. And then bam, here's a better product. And one of the ways I wanted to promote that was sending out the Carbonite Hunters case in specific to creators in the community. And there was a reason I went with that case because it does have some mass appeal to it. I think it's some of the best designs I've personally put out. The detail, I really just wanted to stick the landing on because, hey, there's Cody showing off some of his right there.
Yeah.
And that one just has good mass appeal, and it's from one of the categories in the movie, category that's just, it's a fan favorite and a cool metric about this case. And it's really cool that this case and the Chosen One Prophecy were both in the running. When I looked at all of my sales of the past year, the 2 that have sold the most are the Carbonite Hunters and the Chosen One Prophecy.
Wow.
So I couldn't be happier that this is the one that has won for tonight.
Awesome.
All right.
And now it's time to give it away.
This case is what we're going to be giving away. Now, I'm going to pull up. Vincent sent me a PDF to scroll through, and we are going to talk about a bunch of Carbonites goodies and lore there.
Sure.
I'm going to give people that time to get entered in, or at least a good portion of that time. If you would like to be put on a spinner wheel to win a free case of the Carbonite Hunters provided by yours truly, fire off in the comments, "I'm in." That's all you got to say. I'll add your username to the wheel, and we will be giving that away in just a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Let's go ahead. I'll drop that for now. Carbonites is out. I don't think this guy wanted them anyway. But all right.
And for whatever reason, if somebody does win and they already have that case, we will hook you up with another one. We'll message you.
Work with you. We just tried to do it the fun way this time, and if you win and you just hate Carbonite Hunters or whatever, like, talk to us. We're not. Yep. We're just trying to do it the fun way. But if you're no fun,
they don't taste good, so don't eat them.
Yeah, it fits in the mouth and you can't choke on it, but like the ink is just rough. I mean,
right? Hyper, is there any way to go full view with this by chance?
Probably.
Or at least to remove the sidebar area.
I will.
Thank you so much for setting this up, by the way. Hey,
there you
go.
Beautiful.
So yeah, everybody, a lot has happened with Carbonites this year. So for myself, I wanted to just put together a quick little presentation, just talking about things that have worked this year, things that are coming up, and really just looking back. Some of you have checked out the website, and on the website, there's a section called Our Story. In there, there's an update for year 2011, which is when a younger version of myself first thought of the idea. There's another chapter about 2021, where I really just discovered, that I had the abilities to make these things over COVID, and how it was a COVID hobby turned into a school project. And then 2024, I have a chapter there, everything leading up to the launch. And come January 1st, I really want to cap the year with a 2025 chapter update to the story. So what you're seeing here is going to be just a snippet of all the things that'll be featured in there. So that being said, when I started Carbonites exactly a year ago, there were 57 cases available. And now over the course of a year, there's been 81 cases, which shakes out to an average of about one case every 2 weeks.
It's a good
Crazy,
pace,
man.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Thank you. I definitely have an advantage, when it comes to character output, the fact that they're all the same dimensions. It's really just the graphics itself. So it does make it quite easy for me to amass a great amount of characters at a time. But yeah, there's just, such fun individual stories with each, and there's still so many characters to make, even with having a catalog of 486 available. So
yeah.
That is so cool, man. You definitely, the thing that I think this slide right here shows is that, and it goes for anything that you do in life, whether it's weightlifting or art or whatever, is you've been consistent, man. And that is very apparent here.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's important, I guess, for me to have something to look back on. And there's friends that I'm looking at right now, and there's others in the chat. And there's so many cool stories that come with it. And this is just one of those things for me that I look back on and I'm like, man, I remember at least half of the cases I made. I remember where I was. I remember what I was doing. I remember which one was the hardest to make. But yeah, Hybrid, we will keep scrolling here if you'd like. Yeah. And yeah, there was also a big emphasis this year on expanding categories. If you go to the website, you'll look under the video games tab. There's a category named EA BF2-2017. And you'll notice there's like 20 cases in that line. You can really see what I, as a fan, enjoy, but there was a lot of other stuff not being represented. So it goes back to what everybody was talking about earlier. This year, I really wanted to demonstrate listening to, what some people had to say about what they'd like to see and not make it be about me as much. And with that, 15 categories opened up on the website, getting different avenues of the fandom, capturing their attention and just making characters that people wanted.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Ready for the next one?
Yes, sir.
All right.
And yeah, so just going with the average, it shakes out to about 3 Carbonites every week. And when you think about that, I probably get maybe 10 Carbonite requests in a week. So I think that's a pretty good ratio as well of output. You know, I'm pretty choosy about who I go with, but I also have a tally sheet that I won't show on camera where I keep track of every character who got a vote and how many times that character has appeared from different people.
Wow.
I think it's important with Carbonites that, you know, these aren't commissions, because it would be very hard to make one Carbonite just for one person.
Mhm.
But as soon as I start seeing a clamor from more than one person, it'll get made. So yeah,
Sweet.
Cool, man.
thank you.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Scruffy's blowing up my phone saying you got to get to a gunk.
It's the wrong shape. How would it ever work?
idea?
Right?
So one that I do have written down is that one, but I also have Murder Bears. Was that coming from you or also your co-host Scruffy?
That's from all of us. We call them all murder bears. Yeah.
I like it. Maybe they will be made very soon.
Ooh.
So thanks to all of you, and keep in mind, I had none of this 1 year ago. Thanks to all of you, the passing of the torch, the hey, you guys got to check out Carbonites. Through all of that, it has amassed to 39 YouTube reviews. It has been 12 YouTube shorts, and this isn't even counting, you know, Instagram reels and Instagram posts.
Mm-hmm.
I've been so blessed and lucky to be invited onto 4 podcasts and to do 4 live streams with yours truly, Hybrid Toy Reviews.
Boo.
So,
Yeah.
through all of this, I've been able to grow the company very quickly. And I just have to say thank you. And when I look at those numbers right there, it's not always about the numbers. But when I see those numbers, it shows me, not sales, not dollar signs. It shows me true support. And I just want to thank everybody for helping spread the message.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime, man. It's insane. You know, a year ago, like I said, I found these through James, and I remember I drop them in the group chat, and Tommy says they're just wooden blocks, and
Yeah.
and they can be they initial glance, yeah, they're just at the time wooden blocks, but you know, it's bizarre how what has developed, you know, from these wooden blocks. You know, it's you know,
They're not even wooden blocks anymore.
Yeah, they're not even
Yeah.
wooden blocks. Like we're actually like actively trying to assassinate some sea turtles. But you know, it's just cool. I mean, you know, beyond me just having way too many plastic Star Wars guys now. It's you know, there've been some real friendships made. There's been some fun conversations. You know, it's always fun talking to different creative types, and you know, while I'm in a position where I talk to like a lot of YouTube people, it's cool talking to people that design things and do art, and just seeing what it's all about. And so I gotta say, I mean, like this Chosen One prophecy case to me represents more than just 6 characters. It represents some friendship. It represents some good times.
Yeah, sure does.
It's definitely been bigger than you would think. B75 says, "Way to be supportive, Tommy."
That's right.
And the real Carbonite.
Strike that from the record. Strike that from the record. It never happened.
Right.
Show me the screenshots, or it didn't happen.
I'll tell you this, like, you know, if I meet somebody and they're like, "Hey, what do you do?" And they're not a collector, I just know, like, okay, I cannot explain this to somebody. They're not a collector. They're not going to get it. So I think in the past I've diverted to, I just make like wooden blocks with decals on them. They go, "Oh, cool." So yeah.
You're a crack dealer. Just tell them that.
I mean, honestly,
Right.
I don't make that kind of money.
You're a collector.
I always think it's super cool. Like Vincent and I were talking the other day about, he was working on one and he was struggling with it. And I always think, you know, when these like on the 03 Clone Wars case with General Grievous in it, I was just like, wow, that's like a weird skeletal design. You know, it's just interesting to think about all the choices that have to be made to adapt these very much 3-dimensional characters into 2 dimensions. And sometimes it's just interesting, looking. Those are some of the most interesting ones to look at, just to see the translation. But it's just putting myself in your mind. I mean, it's got to be like a challenge on some of these.
Yeah, I don't want to make it out to be like it's the hardest thing ever. But to your point, yeah, with everything comes challenges, even the easy stuff. And one of the challenges with Carbonites is adhering to a very consistent style. And, Brown Leader, you make a good point. A Gonk droid is the exact same proportions of a Carbonite, realistically. So every now and then I get really lucky. And then the one that you showed off, the Red Horn Demon, I believe it's Entombed, is the specification for him. That also worked out well because he's in like this coffin thing already. But then you get these really weird characters. The hardest one to date is the name for the character is the Silver Knight's son, and he has a green face, tan body, and he's iconic because of his ears. And what's so difficult about that is I can't do ears. They would wrap around in a block formation. So how do you communicate a character who's iconic by his very wide and pointy ears? It's difficult. So at the end of the day, it's just an artist's interpretation of it. And that's what also makes it fun. And some characters it translates really well, and other characters I do struggle with. But yeah, we can go to the next slide if you'd like. Yeah.
And just a reminder to anyone, just comment "I'm in" if you haven't yet. If you want put on the wheel for the next case of Carbonites.
Yeah, so this one right here is really special. For me, this was important to combine this slide with the one you see before you, because these are all of the donations received through Carbonites with the 3 charities that I'm working with. So Cody said it earlier, but the 3 we work with are Plant with Purpose, Rancho Obi-Wan, and Starlight Children's Foundation. All 3 do strike, a different area. Hey, we use a lot of paper products with Carbonites. So if you want to plant a tree to give back to the paper we used, Plant with Purpose is a great option. If you are a hardcore collector and you want to preserve that for a future generation, go with Rancho Obi-Wan. It's a great option. But if you want to think about, a child who maybe is going through a really rough time and can't have the joy of something that, Star Wars brings or Carbonites bring or anything like that, Starlight Children's Foundation is a great option for you. So through every sale of Carbonites, $1 does go to charity. It sounds small, but it has the ability to really rack up over a course of, a period. So here I've been tracking every single dollar that has been made. And what's cool about it is with every Carbonites order, there's a little thank you card on the inside telling where your dollar went to with charity, and it's the one you get to pick at checkout. And then from there, you can also track your dollar through GoFundMe, where I document, all of that information. And the charity donation is made in your name, it doesn't say Carbonites donated $1. It'll say Hybrid Toy Reviews donated $1 because it's your dollar. It was never mine. So because of that, what we have here is all the money that's been raised so far. So Plant with Purpose as $18 has been raised for Plant with Purpose. Rancho Obi-Wan, we've raised $73, and the goal there is $100 if possible. But the one that has surpassed that initial goal is Starlight Children's Foundation. This is easily the most popular one of the bunch. So going into 2026, that charity is definitely going to stay. I think Rancho Obi-Wan's going to stay. But maybe I'll switch to like Toys for Tots instead of Plant with Purpose, just to see, which ones are kind of right up there with each other. So anyways, all of that being said, it's been a total of $233. This will all be donated on January 1st, and there's still time between now and then for those to keep growing. So thank you to everybody who's bought Carbonites just simply by, adding additions to your collection. There was a lot of kindness that happened along the way. So thank you for that.
Commander Blythe says instead of paying the sweatshop kids $1, Vincent's been donating it to charity.
How do you know about those, Blythe? I told you.
His sweatshop mom. So, we got to give credit where she's due. I know she helps you sometimes.
Yes, I told Hybrid a story, and it was around May 5th. I was just incredibly swamped in orders, and I felt like I'll be honest, I felt like I was making promises I couldn't keep necessarily. I would tell somebody, hey, I'm working on your order. And then others would just keep coming in. And I was so grateful. And then I realized, okay, I got to take a step back because I'm learning still. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to let people know it might just be 2 weeks until you get your Carbonites, or until they're shipped rather. So 3 weeks in total. And once I established a firm like shipping window, it made my life so much easier. So anyways, during that time, Mom came in clutch. She was wrapping the mints, which was great. She was doing all the mint and box tubes. And then when it came time to shipping labels, she was slapping those on there for me. So shout out to Mom.
Look, gotta love your mom, man. That's awesome. I'm glad that you have like a supportive. That's just awesome. I love seeing Hybrid's mom pop into his stream. My mom is very active in mine. I love that, dude. That's freaking awesome.
I was gonna say, I wish I had a mom that loves me, but she hasn't been in the chat yet tonight, so I guess I've been orphaned.
You guys have moms, but do you have a Commander Bly?
Right? He's kind of like my mom, really.
Yeah.
He says if you have too many customers, your prices are too low, and Adelphi says it's the first rule of economics. So
it's maybe that's something I'll look into, but for me, it was important to keep the prices the same when tariffs were making everybody else's prices go high. So
when is the tariff surcharge going to hit Carbonites here?
Right, the obligatory tariff $3.
It says they're made in the United States, so I'm gonna have to change that just to charge a little bit more now.
Right. Well, the filament comes from China, so
yeah, there you go. Yeah,
that's true, man. I can't lie about that. But real quick, before we move on, I also have to shout out my dad, my brother, and just immediate friends and family that I've not met, through Instagram, like all of you. Having the support of those around me makes this a lot easier, and I'm very grateful for that. I recognize that if I didn't have that, I do think I probably would be just lacking in certain areas. Maybe it's motivation, maybe it's just the continuation of going at it so consistently. I've baked Carbonites into my schedule, and the people around me, that was a lot, I think, for them to like, oh, so Vincent's not going to be around as much to do certain things, because I'm pretty committed with this. I'm committed to collectors and this dream of mine. So just thank you to everybody who may be watching right now, friends and family. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you.
You're going to have to spin the Price is Right wheel a lot harder if you're going to get that all out in one go. So just
you're right.
Clip note it next time.
You're right. Well, hey, everything from here are some fun reveals.
No, you're good. I gotta say, like these are all great charities here. I've always picked Starlight Children Foundation just because I don't know, something about the kids, man. Mm-hmm. But Toys for Tots definitely would be a great addition to that list. I think these are all great, but I'm historically a Toys for Tots fan. I really do like everything about that charity, and I even have an announcement about it later on.
So, that's very exciting.
So, I think our time with Brown Leader might be running low here, so we definitely got to get through some of these fun reveals.
I agree. Brown Leader, just let me know whenever you got to get going. All right.
Right on.
Awesome.
All right. Ready for the next slide?
Yes, sir. Let's do it. And then Hybrid, I'll kind of just let you click through naturally, and I'll just try to keep pace with your clicks. So
I'm just going to spam it. I'm just going to click.
So what you're seeing right here are 6 people that I'm very excited to be collaborating with starting this upcoming Tuesday.
Wow.
The names you see before you are Misa Bricks on Instagram, the Brickley Bugle on Instagram, GG Bricks on Instagram, Commander Broski on Instagram, Commander J Bricks on Instagram, and lastly, a very close friend of mine, Clan Brandalorian on Instagram and YouTube. Brandon has done a great job plugging Carbonites, and he introduced Carbonites on stream to his 5 other co-hosts. They run a podcast and a Instagram handle called Cantina Chaos. Definitely look them up. And they're more on the Lego side of things, although Brandon also does Funko, theories, all that sort of thing. So these guys being in the Lego world is actually quite different, because Tommy, Cody, and Hybrid, you guys mostly rock with the Black Series side of things. You do Brown Squadron, you do it all. but mostly Black series. So for me, I'm definitely trying to expand, trying to work more with people in the Lego sphere, and then also people in the Funko sphere. I love getting to work with pop photography, among others. So I really think it's time to expand into other collectors, you know. So this is just an example of that. So they came to me a long time ago with an idea, because there's exactly 6 of them. Hey, can we do a collaboration case? And at the time, I wasn't too sure. And now it's a brand new line I'm starting up. It's a lot more of a collaborative process than even Blitz has seen with me when we've worked together.
Yeah.
So upcoming are what some of their Carbonites look like on the next slide.
Ooh.
So, yeah. So this is the avatar for Brickley Bugle. This is what his logo looks like on Instagram, and it's been translated here into Carbonite form. This one's going to be coming out Saturday, November 22nd. And because I hear Blitz oohing and on, Blitz, what do you think about this one?
I see Clone Trooper. My brain goes, ooh. Bomb Squad clone, man. That one was such a cool one in Clone Wars Season 1 in the Blue Shadow Virus arc. And,
I want an orange one.
And yeah, everybody knows that's kind of my joke. I'm a cloner on my YouTube channel, so it's always, I want an orange one, I want a red one, I want a blue one. So I'm really anything Clone Trooper, I'm automatically, it piques my interest. So this is very exciting for me.
212th Hunter says they're unofficial 212th to him.
Orange
And
clone.
Commander Cook is saying, sheesh. Cook, what are you doing on the internet? Aren't you supposed to be making me one of these?
No way. You have a commission from Commander Cook for one of these guys.
So,
no,
I haven't actually commissioned one, but
okay,
it's a clone that I don't have yet, so he should know.
Ooh.
So,
hey, maybe he's working on it as he's listening to us.
I hope.
But yeah, something that should be said about this guy as well. This upcoming case is limited edition to 50. There's only going to be 50 of this collaboration case that is being made.
Wow. Like 50 cases?
50 cases.
Okay.
So because of that exact reason, does that mean that you'll never see this guy ever again? No, you will see him again. He will get some sort of general release, although it's going to be different from what you see here.
Okay.
So my big thing is I never want to re-release the exact same Carbonite the exact same way if it was part of a limited edition run. That takes away everything limited edition about it. So because of that very reason, when you see him again, he will be slightly different, but they are actually minute changes. And an example of that's actually on the next slide.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. So
Uh-oh.
I want an orange one.
Where's 212th Hunter?
This is kind of what I mean. So there's another guy. This is Commander Broski. This is his avatar Carbonite. And, I've already made this Carbonite before. So the new one, ultra subtle differences. If you already have, this Carbonite, I think, maybe you don't need this new one. But if you're 212th Hunter and you collect everything that's an orange one, maybe you're going to want this. So the only difference here is on the right pec, or his right, our left, instead of light gray stripes, it's light orange stripes.
Wow.
And then on his helmet, opposed to having blue vents, they're black vents. And this is just to match Commander Broski's logo a little bit more.
Wow.
So,
Interesting.
yeah.
So,
all right, I got to jump off, guys. So, thanks for inviting me. Everybody on here. Vincent, you're welcome anytime, and the rest of you guys, open invitation. You guys want to come on and nerd out with us? You guys are more than welcome to.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, Brown Leader, have a great night.
Right on.
Yeah.
And before I go off, just because I'll miss this segment.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, yeah, buddy.
There's Vincent. Yes, dude. That's awesome.
All right. Thanks for having me on, guys.
We'll see you in Nashville.
Right on.
Yeah.
We'll see you there.
Brown Leader.
All right. Later, guys.
Thanks for making it. Take care.
Absolutely.
And yeah, just to everybody real quick, Brown Squadron, he is Brown Leader is one of 2 other members of the podcast every Thursday night, starting at 8 p.m. Definitely check them out.
Yeah,
Oh,
sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
I'm optimistic. I don't know if any of them are going or if they're all going, but I know they like to go to Motor City Con, and that's next weekend.
Oh, cool.
And I'll be there. So I'm hoping some of them are there, and
That'll be neat.
maybe there can be some greetings. You know, you don't have to wait for ICCC to go to Comic Con. You can just be a real fan and go.
Yeah.
But,
Shout out to Hyperspace Heroes. Last time I saw them, I may or may not have been sober, and we were in the room sales for ICC, and they walked into our room sale, and I just went, Brown Squadron. they're like, what's up, Blitz? And I was like, what's going on?
oh man.
Nice.
So really quick, I do just want to thank AC for being here for a first.
What's going on, dude?
Hope you are having a good time watching and we aren't boring you too much. But Adelphi thinks that Scruffy might be going, so maybe I'll see him there.
Nice.
There we go.
So you ready for the next slide?
I sure am.
All right. Ooh.
Wow.
I want a blue one.
I want a blue one.
I see the blue is on the left pauldron.
Yeah, a little bit of a darker blue as well, huh?
The antenna is different. The antenna is slightly darker, different gray on the right one. I'm trying to see what else I can notice immediately. That's pretty much all I can notice off the bat.
This is why you guys need to subscribe to everybody here, because these guys catch details and they bring that to their figure reviews as well.
Yes, we do. We don't play around, man.
Yeah, man.
The elbow.
Yes.
Yep, that's
Yes.
right. Even the details on the belt too. If you check that out,
Yes.
a
Yep.
little bit more, a little bit accent there. It's nice, man.
Yeah.
It's like one of these sucks and the other doesn't.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things where there were some upgrades that I felt were needed for this character in particular. There's something very odd about the pauldron on the one on the left, and I decided to redesign it to look a little bit more animation accurate, although I kept the helmet very much a live action version. And the pauldron, yes, it does swing the other way. You guys were so keen to catch that. And it actually represents, this is the avatar for Commander J Bricks on Instagram.
Okay.
That's to also represent his logo where the pauldron is swinging the other way.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, this one was fun. Definitely a lot more differences on this one than the one prior. But then this next one is a whole lot of new. So
Okay.
it's exciting.
Oh, whoa.
That's too cool,
That's
man.
crazy.
Yeah. So
Yeah, holy crap.
this is the avatar for Misa Bricks on Instagram. When he originally came to me, we were thinking we would go with a much more good guy version of this character. And then when spooky season rolled around, he's like, I'm thinking about changing my avatar to the evil version. And I go, okay. I marinated on it. And I'm like, you know what? When would this character ever get released otherwise?
Yeah, right.
So this is the one that Hybrid was alluding to, that I was talking to him the other night. I was like, dude, I just can't figure this one out. There is something very expressive about this character, and there can be some hilarities with this character as well. So I'm like, man, how can I tailor that to my style? Just keep him cute, still make him look pretty darn evil. And figuring out the ears was a whole thing. So ultimately, I'm really pleased with how it came together. I love when I get the big thumbs up from the person who I'm collaborating with on their particular design. And yeah, I'm really excited about this one. Like I said, all of these will be kind of re-released in their own way with a mainline version. But this one, I don't see him coming anytime soon. So if you do really want this case, there's only 50 of them being made. That might be the only way to get this character for a long while.
Interesting.
Just a heads up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so this is the avatar for GG Bricks. And really, there just wasn't a lot of differences here. To match his logo, we darkened the pupils to gray, opposed to that like evil yellow color. And then we took away the blade just because none of the other characters have one. So it just felt a little bit more consistent.
Nice.
Thank you. And then
Ooh.
I wondered who you were gonna do for his. I was like, who's he
Damn.
gonna pick? This is so
a
fitting.
good bit. Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So Clan Brandalorian, what's awesome about his avatar is it's him. It's Brandon. And Brandon and I are good friends. I really think that he's very similar to you guys in the fact that I feel like he puts very hard work into what it is that he does.
He does.
He's a pretty busy guy behind closed doors, and his consistency and uploads it's just very impressive. I'm impressed by certain people's work ethic, and he certainly has it. So
yeah,
bringing this character to life was a great joy for me. I loved the greens that were used, some of the tattoos on the arms. There are some smaller details with this character, and this is a character who's having quite the big resurgence right now.
Yes.
So yeah.
Awesome, dude. That looks righteous.
He's really cool.
Very well done.
Thank you, guys. So I believe the next image is what all 6 look like in the case.
Yep.
That's awesome.
So they are from left to right. It's the guys who were added into the group one by one. And what's neat about this collaboration as well is the color stripes. So for those who don't know, with Carbonites, I do 3 ribbons, and those 3 ribbons are of different colors to demonstrate what line they belong to. And since this is a collaboration where it's 50-50, I did the gray stripes for Carbonites on top, pulled right from my mascot, and then their channel colors for the 3 stripes on the bottom.
Cool.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. So ultimately, this is going to lay the groundwork for future collaborations, a true collaboration where I'm not just bringing, Blitz's avatar to life with 5 other Carbonites. It's like, hey, if you guys have a group of 6, man, let's put you in Carbonite form. I just love working with people, and I think this is a lot of fun. So the last detail about this case that's worth mentioning, I also let the guys pick the charity for this one.
Cool.
And they decided to go with the American Diabetes Association because one of the 6 members is affected by just that. And so all said in total, the goal is to raise $100 for the ADA.
That's awesome, dude.
That's righteous, man. That's so cool.
Heck yeah.
Great.
No, this is a really cool case. I like it's a good assortment. It's not just all stuck in one era. Most cases, represent a scene. And this is a great way just to sprinkle some one-off characters here and there throughout the collection. I'm really like eyeing the Bomb Squad and Quinlan, but the others are cool, and they're gonna fit in the collection somewhere.
Yeah, and you're killing me here because you said limited, and now I'm like, okay, now I gotta make sure I jump on this as soon as it comes out.
I'm obligated to buy it.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Thank you, guys. It's certainly like a very random assortment of characters, but that's also very much part of the charm with this case. So I'm very eager to see how it does, and thank you guys for allowing me to preview it here on stream. So
yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah. Is there more slides after this? Or
yes, sir.
I was gonna. Oh.
Whoa.
A red one.
What are we doing here, Vincent? What are we doing here?
Sweet.
So this is exciting for me. There's a lot of reuse coming up right before the holidays. Hybrid and I talk about this often, that reuse is pretty essential to a company that makes collectibles or toys.
Yeah.
And also, it's very much a part of the universe. So why not? So there are a lot of parts here that are taken from other characters I've done in the past. However, something about that red, man, it just makes it feel brand spanking new.
Hey, I'm just going to say it, bro. Hashtag Commander Fox did nothing wrong. I want to see it in the chat. Wow. See it in the chat.
That's actually
like a true law enforcement.
Oink, oink, baby. Oink, oink. He did nothing wrong.
Damn it.
He reached for it. He reached for it.
One of our favorite guys, but
I was gonna say, is this case from the one where they tried to arrest my waifu, or is this from the case where they shot my favorite clones? So
I can't really say. I'm gonna be very cryptic here, but there's a character from the Chosen One prophecy who will be returning for this case with 2 green blades in hand.
Ah.
So hopefully that's a good descriptor.
Yeah, General Grievous.
I know exactly what
gotcha.
I understand to the letter what you're providing me here, and I will be buying on day one.
Show the arm, Hybrid. Show the arm.
Oh yeah. No, that's
there it is. There's the proof.
She's my girl.
I thought so. Yep.
Yeah, I got anything with her. I gotta do it.
Damn straight, man.
So, but
yeah. So, just to wrap up this preview, so because there's a lot of reuse coming, that is perfect for the holidays. There are some somewhat low-hanging fruit with Carbonites. Man, if I just take these 3 characters from this case, mix them in with 1 character from this case, and then just do 2 new characters.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, even Cinder Squad, which just came out this past Saturday, that one also, it's 4 characters who are 4 troopers. They all essentially have the same template going on, just slightly, different. And then there's an officer template, which has already been used. And then there was, 1 brand new character from the ground up, except for the face. So, with Christmas approaching, right, I think it's always smart to strategize. Just, be prepared that there could be an inflow of traffic. It's not a guarantee, but it could happen. And I like to prepare for the things that could happen. And one of those being, I'm not going to get bogged down with doing 6 brand new character templates. And then, sometimes if I'm doing a new category, there's also a 7th character that gets made to be the face of that category. Take the Carbonite Hunters. When I unlocked that category on the website, yeah, there were 6 hunters, but then there was a 7th character that was made just for the category thumbnail. And that really eats into the production time of things. And my goal is to ship these things out as soon as humanly possible so they can arrive before the holidays. Therefore, some of the new characters that are coming up are kind of easier for me to make, but based on your reactions, there's ones that still have some appeal to them. So,
Oh yeah.
Look at that ticker.
Heck yeah. So yeah, this is awesome, dude.
Thank you. This next reveal is for Cody.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dude, that's so rad. Let's go, baby.
No, I won't.
That was such a hit. If it's not Blitz or Rancor Battalion, jeez. That's awesome, dude. I love it. Love it. That is awesome.
I hope this isn't a Phantom Menace case. I hope you're doing a gaming case from the Xbox exclusive Star Wars.
Say it. Don't say it.
That would actually be the most Carbonites thing ever.
I would still buy it for that one. I would just shill.
I love the patterning on the arms here.
Yes,
beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. You picked up on that detail that probably took me the longest. So
yeah.
Like I said, you guys never skip a detail. That's why I always look forward to your reviews. But yeah, this one was pretty cool. What did that one say, Hybrid? Sorry?
Chris G was asking, are you going to try exploring into getting into retail?
Ooh, it's a great question, Chris. I do appreciate it. Probably not. Probably not, I'd say. I think I still have some growing to do. That would be a whole other thing for me to try to that would be a lot for me to figure out. And who knows if everything becomes big enough one day, it definitely has that possibility.
Yeah.
That would be really exciting if so. So we shall see. But I know I'm definitely not there yet. But
and Starscream here saying Misa ruined the prequels. I don't know if you've ever seen the Blair Witch Project, but go find a corner and stand it. So
I guess let the debate begin. The reason I said this one's for you, Cody, is because you are very big on this movie. What is it about that film to you that just really speaks to you as one of your favorites?
Well, thank you for asking that question.
Yeah.
Other than Luke, Qui-Gon has always, to me, been the quintessential Jedi because he acknowledged that there was more than just light. You have to acknowledge the dark, and there's balance in the world. Can't have good without evil, et cetera, et cetera. And dude, just the iconic imagery, let alone Darth Maul. He's one of my top 3 favorite characters. In the early 2000s and 1999, that image of Queen Amidala in the red dress was plastered everywhere, man. You've seen Darth Maul's eyes and his tattoos, and I just remember watching it and seeing Jake Lloyd play young Anakin, and me and my brother, like, we wanted our names. We were talking to our mom about, like, can we change our names to Anakin? That's how obsessed we were with Phantom Menace, dude, and the pod race. We just connected with Anakin, because around that time, we're granted in 99, I was like 4 years old. I was born in 95, but watching it, as a kid still, you really relate to Anakin at that point in time, and it's just something. I love Liam Neeson's portrayal of Qui-Gon so freaking much. We get to see Obi-Wan. Like, the last time we saw him was as old Ben, and then we get to see his start. It's just, I just love it, man. There's so many reasons I could yammer on another 15 minutes, but to cut it short, I'm a Phantom Menace slut, dude. I just love it so much, man. I love everything about it. Like, Tommy's got a really awesome 3 3/4 episode 1 retro card collection. It is, oh, it's beautiful. If you go head over to his Instagram and his TikTok, he's got really nice like stills, emotions, really cool B-roll of it. But I just love Phantom Menace, dude. Some of the most iconic imagery of Star Wars that reintroduced Star Wars to the masses after a generation, after 83. It was just a really, really awesome point in Star Wars, man. I just love Phantom Menace so much.
I was always a fan of Jake Lloyd. He deserved way better treatment than he got after that movie came out.
He did exactly what George told him to do, man.
Exactly.
To the T.
Yep.
That sweet little kid who told his mom the biggest problem with the galaxy is no one helps each other.
Yep.
Man, he turned into Space Hitler. That was wild.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Space Hitler, Jesus. Good Lord.
No, but it's but for real, I love the movie. I mean, I was little, so all I cared about is like space NASCAR, and the bad guy went like and like
yeah.
And like no, but it was Phantom Menace was my first exposure to Star Wars, and
so really.
Yeah, so I didn't have like my parents get me into it. They weren't like watch the ones that we grew up on. I didn't have a friend recommend it. I kind of just always had a knowledge of Star Wars is popular, but I just haven't watched it. And when I was 8, we were visiting my grandmother in Florida, and we stopped at a yard sale, and I saw the Phantom Menace on VHS for $0.25. And I was like, oh, hey, that's Star Wars #1. That's a good place to start. Yeah. And so, I'm watching it and I'm just like, oh, man, I guess Darth Vader isn't in this one, but like having just an extremely, superficial knowledge of there's a Darth Vader, there's a Yoda,
Yeah, man, that's awesome. That's cool.
But yep. So I really had a good run with that.
Awesome.
I see Carbonites is commenting here with Chris, but Chris, I think you're right. Retail space. Yeah. It's a retail's challenging. I mean, it's like you have to have a good rotation of product. You have to land on the right shelves. Yeah. I definitely get why it would be a challenge with Carbonites to like actually end up on physical retailer shelves.
I think for myself, because truthfully speaking, it would be something I would be very interested in. Some retailers, if they're maybe not the smaller ones, but the bigger ones at least, they work directly with companies like your Hasbros and other things of that nature. And because this is an unlicensed product, and there could be some conflict of interest there, or but then there's like the smaller comic book shops that are more locally owned, and they kind of just it's whatever they want their store to look like, both from a merchandising perspective and the physical merchandise itself. And I think that could actually be a really interesting collaboration. That's something I've been very big on lately. And Hybrid knows there's some cool shops in our area. We're about an hour apart from each other. So yeah, maybe that's something I can look into, Chris. I really resonate with what you're saying, and hopefully that's something I can be a part of one day.
I would be leaning that way. There's a local shop I really like, Buy Sell Trade Ashtabula. I think my friend Mark that works there is in the chat. He's been texting me some memes about what we're saying. And they have a little shelf by the checkout of Marianne's Chocolates, which is a local chocolate company. They just make just little plastic packs. They're like $3-4, and just get a couple pieces. Some handmade, some gourmet stuff, some fancy stuff, and it's just I just think it was just two local businesses just said, hey, like let's overlap a little bit here, and it's really cool.
Yeah,
and I mean, if you wanted to, right? I knew you were here, man. If only I knew it.
His name literally being HTR's friend Mark.
that's awesome.
Well, he used to be my friend from GameStop.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I do remember
Mark,
that.
So I think it was like Hybrid's friend Mark from GameStop, only now it's like HDR's friend Mark, For the longest time, his contact info on my phone was Mark from GameStop.
That's
But
cool.
it's been a couple of years. I finally changed that the other day. No, but but no, I mean, like, what I would do is I would find like a local, if you wanted to try retail, I'd find a local comic shop, kind of make buddies with the owner and just be like, hey, can I leave a case and you tell me if it sells, if it sits,
The real question is, will we see Carbonites at RossCon? That's
right. RossCon's a myth, all right? I've hit like 30 of those dang stores this month, and I ain't found nothing.
Damn.
Hey, you found the super battle droids. That was enough to
Yeah, you did. You found Peak.
Yeah, man.
You found Peak.
One of the best in the line, man. I love that Super Battle Droid. That thing is damn near flawless, literally.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Fig asked if you put the Jar Jar Carbonites in a jar, would that be too much Jar Jar Jar? And I actually want to show off a pin that Commander Bly gifted me at ICCC.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
The vendor had it in his Jar Jar in a jar. And, of course, it has more sinister meaning for me whenever I talk about figure jars.
I also have it. Jar Jar in a jar.
Oh, you got the Jar Jar in a jar pin. We were going right for it. Yep.
Yeah.
And Commander Bly got me the Jar Jar in a jar pin and the sticker, which lives on my Comic-Con clipboard to date. So
Awesome.
I had to mention that. But I did find a red tie at Ross, but that was before RossCon. That was just a random summertime stop. But
how about you, Cody? You finding any good stuff at Ross lately?
I actually have. So I've seen some really cool NECAs at some Rosses. I actually did get 2 brand new G.I. Joe deluxe figures. It's the Parajumper, and then there was a sniper chick. She comes with 2 alt heads. You can have her be a black chick or a white chick. I was like, dude, these are $35 freaking figures, and they were $17. I was like, and the one dude, he comes with a ghillie suit. I was like, oh yeah, you're coming home with me. You're mine. They're just so cool. And I've been kind of going down the G.I. Joe rabbit hole a little bit. Just the ones that look really cool to me that stick out. I'm going to try not to do too much, and then I'm trying to think. I saw something, seen a lot of cool Skeleton Crew figures. I've seen Wim, Fern. I've seen them at, they're pretty cool. I've seen a couple of the Andor figures, but the last couple of times I haven't seen anything lately, but yeah.
I hadn't seen anything for a long time, and then at like 5 of them that I went to this weekend, I saw Peridia Ahsoka. So I don't know if she's
that's a random one.
Damn.
Yeah, and it's actually like a pretty good one. Like,
what the hell?
Already have her. We have David firing off. He was going to try to talk to his bosses, but then we made our jar jokes. So also I'll trade fame. How are you doing, David? But I've been doing the RossCon hunts like crazy the last couple of weeks. Well, y'all have seen my toy hunt vlogs, and I'm just not finding anything. I have seen all those G.I. Joe sniper chicks. Like everywhere I go, there's like 5 or 6 of her.
Yeah, and it's the 60th anniversary of G.I. Joe, so it's just crazy that those are hit, because those are just solid figures, man. You know.
I've refrained from getting any G.I. Joe classified. I acknowledge they're really cool. I just don't need another toy line. But
I don't blame you, dude.
I'm looking at this deluxe police officer with like the riot shield and stuff, and
Ooh,
I'm
he's
like,
cool.
I could see myself getting like 3 or 4 to pose like fighting my Punisher.
Dude, you
Yeah.
should do it. Punisher kicking their fucking ass. Do it.
Punisher with cop killing hatchet. Like,
bro, have you seen the firefighter? I've seen a lot of people who were like actual volunteer. Like my buddy Gen X Brian, he's another good friend and supporter on my channel member. He is a volunteer firefighter, and he wants to get the. I just think that's cool. They're really well done figures, man.
Yeah, well no, I've been seeing the firefighter. Actually, I saw it on clearance a couple of times this last week. I think some of the big boxes starting to move it.
Yeah,
and I almost did it. Maybe next time I see it, if it's a little lower, I might finally dip my toe into the GI.
Yeah, those pigs, man. I hate. I can't stand him.
Yeah.
Can't
Now,
stand
Vic
him.
is saying he saw Ahsoka the White at Ross months ago, so maybe they're getting another
Oh
batch.
damn, nice.
That's a
Yeah.
good figure too.
Yeah, I
It is,
really,
man.
you know,
He's a
I
permanent
really,
desk figgy for me.
I really
I got it
like
right here.
the Mandalorian Ahsoka. Like,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did too. Great
I
figure.
didn't have any gripes. I still think that it is a pretty standout Black Series, but
Yeah.
I think I like Ahsoka the White a little better. The knees are a little less clunky. It doesn't have the thigh swivel, if I remember, but it has like a
Yeah, it
really
doesn't.
good hip ball joint that actually like one of the ones that actually pivots at the hip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And the likeness is probably the best Rosario Dawson. And I actually prefer the slightly longer, the higher Montrals and the lower Leku.
Yes.
A little bit softer.
Yes.
It just looks so great, man. One of the
Oh, yeah.
best photo reels in the line, bar none.
And the one from Mando was good, but then somehow they even improved on that with this.
Absolutely, dude.
Right.
Amazing figure.
Yeah, no,
Beautiful
I
figure.
looked at the one from Mando and I was like, oh, this is a great figure. And then I look at Ahsoka the White and I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Like
They
somehow
did
they
not-
improved on perfection.
Yeah.
But
And for the most part, it's all really the same buck for the most part. Obviously, then the newer pant legs and stuff, but like the abdomen is pretty much the same, dude. It's crazy what just a slight change of paint can do to a figure, you know?
I
Yeah.
know, man. Yeah.
It's crazy. And the monsters are just so cleanly done. So
Yeah.
awesome.
Just a great figure all around.
He really is, man.
we got a little lost in the sauce here.
Yeah,
Oh
sorry
yeah,
about
Carbonites. My bad.
No,
Yeah.
we're
No.
having fun.
This
And,
is talking toys with the boys, not talking Carbonites with the boys. We're talking about the boys.
but Roscon, I think we can yap about Roscon as a full third topic if we want. So, but let's get through this. Let's do some Black Series Most Wanted, and then maybe we'll talk some Roscon scores.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
Vincent, we've all geeked. So are we ready for the next slide?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Oh,
Whoa!
What?
So we were geeking in specific about this
Whoa.
category as a possibility.
Whoa!
And this is to show all of the moving parts from all the pre-existing categories. And there's so much that transfers to this category. So what you're seeing, except for the top two on the left, all of these are from other categories already. Nothing is specific to this category, but with just a little manipulation, they can be. The template's there.
Fine.
Dude.
Yes.
Whoa!
Okay. All right.
So this is a category for 2026, realistically, probably February. And we'll see who of these characters gets adapted, which new characters will end up being there. So, yes.
Oh, dude, that has me so hyped.
Wow,
That's awesome.
that is nuts, dude.
Thank you,
These are
guys.
gonna be great.
Baby. That's so cool. I'm so
That's
excited.
cool. Yeah.
Stoned, if you had to give your dream 6 or dream 3, if you could just have, man, if these 3 can make the lineup for that first case, who are you going with?
Like not like over the entire line, like not just in one pack.
Right.
Okay,
All together.
okay. You know, I think my first go-tos is definitely Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan Padawan for sure. That's just representation for that movie. And then without being too biased for my love for Maul, I would say Red Dress Amidala. Just because I know Maul is going to be one for sure, but like those are the 3 that I feel like have to be done. Because obviously we do have Maul and Carbonites. We gotta get Phantom Menace Maul. I'm not saying don't do them, Vincent. Don't do. We need them, but I just feel like Red Dress Amidala and a freaking Qui-Gon Carbonite dude. That's just going to be so cool, man. Those are the 3 that I would have to pick, bro.
Just for clarity, I'd be fine if the Phantom Menace line did not have the Phantom Menace in it, so it'd be all right.
Okay.
But
Don't listen to
we-
Hybrid, Vincent. Do
Wait,
not listen.
which Phantom Menace? Which one?
That's true. Yeah, you didn't specify.
always 2 there are.
Always
No
true.
more. No less.
The Master Apprentice.
Either.
Neither.
Oh, man.
This is really cool, man. The excitement that I have for. I mean, I know I was talking to you a few months ago about this, so this is just extremely, extremely cool.
Thanks.
Yeah, man. I just like Star Wars, so whatever you do, I'm here for.
Yeah, man.
So
I appreciate it,
all
guys.
right.
We can do the next one if you'd like.
All right. Ooh.
So this one we're just going to kind of go through pretty quick. This is a slight recap of some of the exclusive Carbonites we've been offering as of late. The one on the left is the Easter egg on the website. It can still be found. It is sprinkled somewhere on the website. Look hard, but not too hard. You'll see a blue little hyperlink. You give that a little click. The Easter egg will be yours. And Stoned Mando has one. Hybrid, I know you have one.
Yep.
And
It's not handy, but
there we go. Yeah, it's the distorted hologram one. That's our current promotion. That's a free gift with any purchase. And then, of course, I got the Carbonite mascot right here, and that comes with your very first purchase.
Yes,
so
yes, it does.
If you look at the next slide, these were a roundup. Oh, and then there's Tommy with all of his different ones, from Carbonite to silver to bronze.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I got bronze, silver, and gold because I'm better than Tommy.
What's up? Huh? I'm one away. There it is, right on my thing. One away.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah, Hybrid just became our second ever gold tier supporter, along with Elise, known as Just That Star Wars Girl Elise on Instagram. And yeah, Tommy, you're just one away.
Hybrid's a shill. Whatever. Hybrid's a shill. Nobody cares.
So this one right here, Brown Leader talked about it earlier. There was a Rags to Riches Carbonite that was then reformatted into the Mummy Carbonite. And the middle there, that's some concept art of what was going to be a Grim Reaper Carbonite.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he didn't make the cut. I ultimately decided just to go with the one, but I just wanted to see what you guys thought of the one in the middle.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Okay. I dig it.
Yeah, grayscale stuff.
You always do good with the promo Carbonites. It's always nice having just that little incentive to, this is the time that I should order a case, or if it's a promo where you need to order 2 cases or however many to get in on it. You always run like the right thing. It's your seasonal stuff has always been on point. The Revenge of the Sith, the Han and Carbonite with the Jedi cloak is just iconic. So, you've always impressed me with these.
Thank you. I think the next 3 are really exciting. And there's the little tease with the Santa hat on the mascot there. So these next 3 you're about to see are not done. I was running out of time prior to the pod, but I thought I'd show them to you just to see and tell you what they are going to be. So if you want to do the next slide. So for the Christmas season, these will start possibly on Black Friday, I believe, is when I'm going to start running these 3, which is of one of the highest selling cases of the year, the Chosen One Prophecy. These 3 are going to be turned into the Ghost of Christmas Past, Present, and Future.
I love it. That's awesome.
Heck yeah!
I'm
really excited to see how you adapt them. Like I said, these characters got me into it.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
There we go. Yeah, they were a cool staple of this year, so I feel like, thank you for the comment there, Big Fury. I'm happy you dig that one. Maybe he can be released next October. We'll see.
Your work is already done.
Right?
Heck yeah, dude. These are going to be really fun.
Thank you. And then on these coming up slides, these are some of the next categories that are going to be unlocked that are on the schedule. So,
ooh.
Yeah. And the 3 ribbons that you see, those will be the colors to signify the line that it's a part of. So some of these next releases after the collab case, the Cantina Chaos case, after that one, it's going to be things, a lot of reuse. So we talked about that earlier with one of the characters who is predominantly red, the Red Republic Trooper commander. So from there, when we're looking after those early weeks of December, going into the new year, this will be our first case because there's a very special anniversary coming up that maybe isn't getting the attention it could be. And I think it's time that this gets revisited. So what would you guys want to see out of that category?
First order.
Rey Skywalker. Rey Skywalker, the best Skywalker.
Yeah, First Order. Kylo Ren.
Ooh, wow.
and now he's gone.
Wow. I had nothing to do with that.
He said, "Yeah, okay, you guys aren't excited? I'm out."
Nah, he'll be back. But no, we'll keep it alive. I think he streams with his phone. It might have crapped out on him.
That would track.
Yeah. But no, the Force Awakens 2015, is a good category. It's a category that I was really wishing it's a category that I was wishing the Black Series would have touched on a little bit this year.
At all?
Anything, even if it's just, an archive wave with a couple of the older figures of the photoreal or, or even if it was just like something special, like a First Order Stormtrooper retool, just to fit better.
Yeah, I think for me it would have been Rey, Kylo, new First Order Stormtrooper, Finn, and Poe. I think those are my main 5
and even,
I would care most about.
The Force Awakens Kylo figure, yes, it's a little dated. It's got the thigh swivel and the double knee.
Yeah.
But the articulation, it's good for the time. It would have been something that if they just gave it the photoreal treatment, otherwise with a reissue, I wouldn't have said anything.
Right.
The original Rey, I would want some reworking done on, but like the original Finn, even the articulation's fine. A lot of those figures really just suffered from poor likenesses, and it would have been a good time. But it looks like Vincent's looking to give us sequel lovers just a little treat this year.
Yeah.
I mean, we were talking about Funko earlier. I was really just looking at the collection, and when I think about Funko, man, like I look at this one right here, which is the Finn with like the blood marks on the Stormtrooper outfit.
Yep.
This is what got me into Funko, and to me, this is just what it's all about. It was that height of the Force Awakens era. Just, oh my gosh, anything with the new designs I was craving. And yes, they made a lot of it. They really hit, over the head with it, almost the way that they did with like the Mando merch. But there was a time where, man, I went for Kylo Ren, that Halloween. It was like the Ruby's costume, and then the Kylo Ren Ruby's lightsaber. And then at Christmas, I was like, man, I'm going to parlay this into the Black Series helmet and the Black Series lightsaber. Maybe even the Kylo Ren Lego shuttle, which, thankfully that shuttle was under the tree. And that's like my favorite Lego set. So, I mean, it was the brain fog of Force Awakens and the post Force Awakens clarity is so, it still just has me so nostalgic. I really enjoy that film, and I look back on a lot of the toys very fondly. So, it's really tough, though, to find something that hasn't been made from Force Awakens. So we shall see.
Yeah. And just because it's been made doesn't mean you can't just do better. So
that's very true. So. And hey, with these next reveals, we will go kind of quick. I want to make sure we save enough time for Black Series Most Wanted.
Yeah.
Oh!
Ooh, yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Yes, dude.
It's her.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's my guy. That's Tech.
Man, are you gonna have the goggled Bad Batch member Splat version? Or
still too soon, man.
Right.
Apparently that's a spoiler.
Smoking goggles. That's literally it.
Yeah, according to people who watch my YouTube shorts, that's a spoiler.
What? Oh yeah,
really?
Yeah. I did a today's toy on the Hot Toys Tech, and I said, like, in passing in the video, I was like, "Oh man, he's my favorite Bad Batch member." Like, I was so sad when he died in season 2, and I got all these comments like, "Spoiler alert, man! Haven't seen the show yet." And I was like, "Dude, it's been out for like 3 years."
Yeah, we're right there, friend. Yeah.
Yeah,
when the wave of Black Series came out with the updated armors for the Bad Batch members, during that era in my reviews, my intros for all of them was I would take every figure and go take a couple of photos out in the woods and then narrate over it for that opening like 20 seconds of each review. And the final photo I had for the Tech review was I took a long piece of black string and I wrapped it around his hand and I dangled some rocks, and I had the camera up high and I had his pistol up and I recreated the angle really well. And I remember the video had been up for like a couple hours, and my phone buzzes. I've got a comment on it. It was someone that had never commented before, and I don't think I've seen the name come up since. And it was just F*CKU with the timestamp of when I did the photo. I was like, oh man.
You know, I was watching a stream last night with Stoned Mando. It was Star Wars Collective, and then Troy as well.
Yeah.
And it was a great stream. They were ranking their favorite Disney Plus, Star Wars shows. And Cody, correct me if I'm wrong. I think Troy was saying that he's never seen Bad Batch yet. And I go, wow, here's somebody who collects, just as we all do, and is so, tight knit in this space. Mm-hmm. And hasn't seen the show. And I'm not putting Troy on blast. I think it's just, it's important for us to remind ourselves that, not everybody has seen it. But Tommy, to your point, it's also not your problem. Like, they clicked on a tech hot toy. Why would you be watching a tech hot toy review if you've not seen the Bad Batch that he comes on? I don't know. It's just kind of this weird, it catches you so off guard. But I guess a lot of people, I just assume that because everyone likes Star Wars, they've seen all that Star Wars has to offer, and it's
if you're a real fan, you've seen it. But
those are the fake. You're talking about the fake fans, Vincent. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Troy, if you're watching, get on it. Watch Bad Batch. What are you doing? Right? Drop everything. Watch the Bad Batch.
I've been telling him. So he said, as he gets older, animation is not his thing. I am the opposite. I've always loved animation.
Yeah.
But he's been watching Clone Wars. He's at about season 3. And he's like, oh, yeah, it's getting really good. I'm liking it a lot. I was like, okay. So he's starting to get more used to the animation. I was like, just keep chugging along, man, because when you get to season 7, you're going to be like, oh, now you want to watch Bad Batch because you're going to get invested with Clone Wars, and then you're just going to want to see that style of animation to continue. So
really quick, just because we've got some more viewers than we did earlier. We are giving away 2 cases of Carbonites, and if you would like to be entered into the giveaway, just fire off with an "I'm in" the chat, and I'll put you on a spinner wheel. Vincent, I think I'm going to modify that a little bit, and we're going to spin until there's 2 names left, and then those 2 will be our winners.
Yeah, nice. If you don't think that'll hold us up long, absolutely, go for it.
Yeah, I think it'll speed us up a little bit there. So if anyone wants in, just say "I'm in." Lazy Aardvark, how are you?
Hey, Lazy Aardvark, what's going on, man?
We have Lazy Aardvark and Fig Fury are both in on the wheel of names. So let me.
Nice.
Nobody else ever says howdy, so I say that all. That's literally how I start my videos. So it's just it's nice to see somebody in the community say howdy. That's the
we
first
need to get somebody to start saying salutations in the front of their videos.
Greetings, exalted ones, or salutations would work too. Absolutely,
that would work.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Lazy Aardvark.
That's amen.
Hope you're doing well. Also, Lazy Aardvark, I know you're a film buff. Let me know what you think of the new Frankenstein movie. I know you've seen it.
Okay. We got Big Lazy, Chris, AC. I just added y'all to the wheel. And again, if anyone else is interested, just fire off. But I think we're ready for our next slide here.
Let's do it, man. So, Hybrid, I'm going to let you talk about this one, actually.
Okay. I know everything that's in it, and I'm going to tell you everything about so Vincent, as he's talked a lot tonight, enjoys a nice collaboration case, and he's done a case with Tommy with the Ransack Battalion. He's done his case with Clan Mandalorian and his show, and we have talked a little bit about my collaboration case. Somehow I got put to the back of the list, even though I'm like the OG plugger, but whatever. But I was just thinking, like, do I use my collaboration case to be greedy and get exactly what I want? Or do I use my collaboration case for the betterment of the line as a whole? And I just ask, is it too much to do both? So I picked something that is very near and dear to my heart that I think will be enjoyable to anyone that is in this crowd that enjoys Star Wars. Maybe you like the animation. Maybe the animated stuff draws you. And I don't know how much Vincent's going to let me talk about, so I'm just going to down there and say, I'm very happy with my choice. We have talked about what's going to be in it, and I'm very excited about it. So
Nice.
And, you know, what I love about it too is I kind of went over with Hybrid what it makes the most sense for me to include based on, because I group all of the characters in advance. You look at a case like the Carbonite Hunters, and it's like number 12 in the line, meaning I've already thought about all the characters that come before and all the characters that come after. And I typically will link them up chronologically. So when we talked about this case, I'm like, hey, I know we want to do this character, but I need to put this character elsewhere in this other bucket over here. And not only was Hybrid very understanding of that process, he also helped me develop a better idea by changing one of the characters into another version of that very character. So I wouldn't be doing this if it was very much a commission. This is going to be a case I think a lot of people are really going to want from standout moment. And yeah, we'll go with the next reveal.
yeah. Pass.
Oh,
No.
yes. Yes, my other favorite besides Phantom Menace. Yeah, buddy. Dude, that green gets me hyped. I like the green that goes with it. Cool, bro.
I'm very glad. Yeah, I like to pipeline what's coming out. Typically, everything you're seeing here, there's at least some sort of work in progress. My brain likes to jump around. I like to work on a little bit here, a little bit there. And with this case, it's a movie I've been meaning to do for far too long now. I'm really excited to bang out, you know, the ANH 1977 and then TESB 1980. I really think these three together, just having them on the website will really mean something. And yeah, I'm excited to complete the trilogy.
Oh yeah, dude. Awesome.
There's an end duel Luke, Commander Cook. He's ready.
Okay, noted.
Oh, dude, you're right, Vincent. Yeah, man. All right. You got me, dude.
I had just suggested a case being very facetious with you the other day. That would be a good meme case from this movie.
Yes,
And
you did.
I'm glad to see that you're making it for me. So thank you. So
Wow. What do you know?
Where? Cloner.
A Camino Saber Dog.
Yeah, I love the color striping on this one. I did a little print test on it earlier today, and the colors print really well. This is a movie that's very hard to categorize and exact like a few shades for it because they marketed it two very different ways. One with a very dark blue look to it, one with like all the sandy tones. And the sandy tones are also represented in, you know, the first movie and fourth and seventh, you know, also all over the place. So really like the colors for this one, really confident about the character selection for this guy. And I was in talks with Commander Bly, who's in.
Oh, we lost him again.
We lost him again.
This has me hyped, though. I'm really liking to see.
Yeah.
There's been a couple other cases that I've been wanting to go and visit with Carbonite, specifically some of the 05 Battlefront ones. But now these are calling to me like a lot, man. Because prequel and original trilogy is my shit, dude. That is my Star Wars. Always has been, always will be. But that being said, I do like the Visions and, you know, the Clone Wars stuff. I love all the other stuff he's doing in between.
I like Star Wars.
I like Star Wars.
Star Wars is cool.
It is pretty dope. Sorry, I keep
you're
cutting
good. You said you were talking with Blah the other day?
Yeah, so we worked out something that is very awesome, and that is a lat hat. And I am now the proud owner of a lat hat. And it is
nice.
Gorgeous.
Invasion.
Yes, it's beautiful. It's really everything I thought it was going to be and bigger, which is so cool. And it is, by the way, the quickest way to find your significant other is you wear the lat hat to the grocery store. It'll do you wonders.
That's right.
So, yeah. So I had a photo shoot planned with this awesome lat hat, and I ultimately changed my idea around. It was going to be to help market the let's see, what do I call that category? The one that you were just showing off, Tommy, the Tiger Shark Squadron.
This one.
Yeah, it was originally going to tie in with that case. I had something really, really kind of fun planned, and I'm like, you know what? just due to screen accuracy, I am going to wait to do it until this category arrives. So hopefully that gives you an idea as to what scene I'm looking to recreate from this category.
Look.
Sweet. Awesome.
Ooh.
This is for the video game fans. So we talked movies, we talked TV shows. This is the most highly requested video game since I banged out the other two.
I'll put them up.
And I think that this is one that, I think there's just almost too many cool possibilities for this case.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome game,
awesome,
dude.
bro.
Yo.
You thought we wouldn't notice.
Is that Rosario?
Hey, Cody was just talking up your figure. He absolutely loves it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He actually said, he likes the shorter, Montrells.
They're not very long. So
I heard you were dating Hybrid, so the rumors are true. Okay, TMZ got it right again. Crazy, man.
He's my ride or die. He got me on his arm. So
That's
man.
I can't get over how stupid it looks.
So
it's like fits his head so perfectly.
It's very tight.
You're just embracing it. That's awesome.
So,
oh man,
this was my only real Ross pickup of the weekend.
Nice.
I had been talking to my friend Aiden on Friday, and he told me that he was sending me something from a piece of Ahsoka merchandise that he was sure I wouldn't have. And then he was talking about how much weird merchandise that show had. And he's like, look at this thing. And he sends me the promo photo for this. And he's like, isn't this like the dumbest thing you've ever seen? And I was like, yeah. And he promises that it's not it. So it hasn't come in the mail yet, whatever it is. But it's official Ahsoka licensed merchandise. And it's supposedly terrible.
That's so funny.
But then I go to Ross, and the first Ross I see is this for $3. And I'm like, I mean, come on. If there's a figure, that's it.
That's hilarious, man.
I'm now obligated to buy it. So
that's too funny, dude.
But you should, in the heat of the summer, wear it to the beach, and then you get a nice tan going. Everything but the
right.
imprint.
No, man.
Ooh.
It's about time with this one.
Yes, it is, dude. One of my favorite Star Wars video games of all time.
Yes. That's right.
Is it really?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
What's your thoughts in comparison to the second game?
Oh, dude, I love Survivor just as much, if not more, than the first game. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
See, I heard the opposite. That's crazy because I didn't play Survivor, but it looked awesome.
Oh, dude, I'm like obsessed. I have so much fun. The boss fights in that game are so much fun.
Hell yeah, dude.
I especially loved Ravis, who is the same species as Dirge, by the way. And he had a lot of the same abilities that Dirge had in the 03 Clone Wars, like the ability, those tentacles that would like cause him to regenerate and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, his boss fight, I think it took me like 20 tries to beat it, but I was having fun.
I love games like that.
The entire a game is good when like it's really difficult, but you're just having fun the whole time.
Yes,
yeah,
dude.
That's
awesome, man.
Yeah,
isn't Boba Fett in it too at some point?
Yeah. Yep. He has a cameo.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to play. I'm one of these days. I'm gonna get around to it. But that's if you say it's worth playing, I'm gonna have to take your word for it.
Oh, dude, it's great because it's like it establishes that you already played the first game, so like it doesn't make you start over like the first game did. Like you start with all the abilities that you have at the end of the first game. And it's like,
cool.
So, and then you build on those abilities even more. So it's like you actually you're not starting from scratch again. It's like a continuous story. And
cool, man. Cool. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna get around to it, man. Cool.
Right.
Yeah.
It definitely does a good job of that. The the sequel trope always of you got to relearn how to do everything, and it's I mean, man, it would suck in the first half of the game getting a double-bladed saber again.
Yeah.
You have no force abilities, even though you just survived a battle with Vader a few months ago or however far. Like it. They just you just get more powerful from the first. It's a really good sequel. Lazy Aardvark, he kind of leans JFO. It sounds like, and I don't know where I stand. I I think Survivor is a very good sequel, but I do have there's a spot in my heart for Fallen Order. Like Survivor is still very good. I think I'm Fallen Order leaning, but like 51%, 49%. Like it's
really close.
Yeah. Like,
there is a location, very non-spoilery here. There's a location at the end of Fallen Order, and I think that location to me is like the coolest video game landscape I've ever seen. And that really, it just captured my imagination in a certain way. I like Survivor. I do think it has a little bit of a villain problem. I do think that like some of the fights are better in there, but at times they'll focus on other villains. And I feel like one was far more interesting over the other. And I just think that it is odd that they chose one villain to give more a gravitas than the other, when I thought the other one was more deserving of it. But that's just me.
Yeah, that's a fair point, man. Totally. Yeah.
But great, insane game. Like, I would encourage any Star Wars fan to check it out for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
all right,
he's saying, he appreciates story more than gameplay, which is why he likes KOTOR and KOTOR 2. I'm kind of with you. 212 Hunter got me to play Halo with him like last year, and he was making this great big thing about playing on Legendary and stuff. And I'm like, I'm trying to have fun and learn the story. Like you're trying to tell me that it's got this great big crazy lore, and I'm just trying not to get sniped every second. Let's just turn it down to easy. Let's get through these cutscenes. I'm trying to have fun here. So, no, I'm entirely with you. Sometimes it's just fun, just to have something that's a little bit of an idle play, but you get a good story on it.
Yeah, totally.
But, I've done my first playthrough of Fallen Order and Survivor. I kind of did Padawan, the spectator, basically.
The Padawan,
just to get the story, and then I went back and did Jedi Knight on both of them, and it was like there was just less of a pressing need to get through it. But
for sure.
It's just I'm just trying to have fun with it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
There we go.
Oh,
so
what? Oh, dude, what? Yo, is that a spider? Is that a buzz droid? Get out! And the chrome pilots, bro, with the orange visor, and with the headsets. For what? This is crazy. That is
so.
dope.
I'm going to try to end this with the full case reveal. There's only one more slide after this, and it's not as exciting as this page. So, this is prime example of what I'm talking about for the Christmas season. A lot of reuse happening, but there's really one brand spanking new character, and it's the one on the far right who's not even finished yet. I slapped a little watermark on there. I actually showed this case off like several months ago. That it was
I was going to say, I think I remember this case a long time ago. Yeah,
I didn't see that, dude. This is so cool.
Yeah, it was. I did a podcast with Clan Brandalorian, and I wanted to give him a little exclusive, but I never ended up moving forward with this case because I thought it would. I don't know. I didn't know how well it would pop off, but as I am, very busy on the production side for the holiday season, but I still want to put out a new case. I thought, man, this would be a good one to do, So it's not quite done yet, but I'm very excited to release this one. I think it's time.
The Buzzword is the only one that's new.
That is correct. Yep.
Oh damn. Okay, I didn't realize the other ones were in Carbonites. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, or at least the template is, and then I just might have added a few things. There's a headset on the first two there that's brand new. The coloration on the guy in the middle, that's also new as well. But I had the template for the blue version. So
cool.
So yeah.
I don't know if you recall, Vincent. Probably better part of a year ago, 9-10 months ago, the first time we had you on Talking Toys, you brought a little graphic. We were just a couple of characters, not cases.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was Clone Wars movie Ahsoka and Phase 1 Cody, and then the red R4. So
it's been coming.
It's full circle.
It's been a long time coming. I think for me, I have so many that are unreleased. Like I said earlier, going through the categories, I have like one done for each category, but sometimes I just need to lock in and just commit to 6. And this is one that I am finally ready to commit to that 6th character on the far right, get him done correctly so we can get this one out there. So
Yeah.
I'm buying this
Awesome,
one, dude.
man.
That is
Yeah,
literally that
absolutely.
perfect name. Best opening ever is literally the perfect name.
Yes.
thank
That's
you.
awesome.
There's no debate there. That's perfect.
Thank you, guys. And then just to wrap things up, this is a post that I'm going to put out tomorrow. There's going to be another giveaway I'm going to do on my page featuring the newest release that I just came out with, which is Cinder Squad. Seeing as that this is the newest one that came out around the time of the anniversary, I thought, man, this is a great one to give away. It comes with an exclusive 3x5 mini poster, and it even comes with that commemorative Carbonite. And if this is somebody's first purchase of Carbonites, although it's going to be free, they have a chance to get 8 total Carbonites plus a mini poster, all for nothing, just for following me and dropping a comment on my post tomorrow.
Awesome.
So you're giving away another case tomorrow, separate from the 2 we're doing tonight.
Correct. So really, it's 3
Man.
all set in total.
The season of giving
So cool.
is upon us.
Yeah,
So-
man. It's today's a very meaningful day, and I'm just grateful for those in chat and watching on the replay and here right now. So let's give away some Carbonites.
All right. So there are 2 cases that we're going to be giving away. I'm going to take a last call for entries here while I just talk about it. So just send an I'm in if you want to be put on the wheel. We're going to give away 2 cases. We're going to spin the wheel until there's 2 names left. You 2 will be the winners. I think we were just going to do the one of them is the Carbonite Hunters, but you just pick what you want. So Commander Cook, I will add you to the wheel.
Good luck,
And-
everybody.
So, yep, AC, your name did fill it up good. But I'm going to spin it down to 2 names, and Nick needs to come on an account. So we're just doing 1 comment per account here. But we're going to spin it till there's 2 left, and if you are one of the 2 remaining, then we will DM Vincent, and he'll get it sorted out. So I think that's the best way to run it.
Nice.
So, Carbonites, do we add Commander J? Is he a friend of yours?
So he is part of that Cantina Chaos case that's coming out.
Sweet.
And yeah, Commander J, definitely catch the replay. We talk all about your Carbonite, but I'm going to tease you right here on camera to show it off,
Ooh.
even with your logo. So I just sent out his and the rest of the crew. So they'll be getting theirs very shortly, but I'm just going to tease you with the one I have right here in hand.
Sweet.
Yeah, my little Commander J voodoo doll.
Yep. Poke it with a needle, see if it works.
Right?
So, all right. I guess we're going to get spinning on it and get down to our 2 names. So,
All right. The
Good luck,
wheel.
everybody.
I love a wheel.
wheel is fun. AC, wow. Your name was so big, it just drew you to it.
Oh, and AC, I do see that you messaged about where am I posting that giveaway? It's going to be tomorrow on my Instagram page. If you do not have an Instagram, I'm happy if you email me, which I'll drop my email in the chat right now.
Awesome.
Apologies to Commander Bly. It may, in fact, be rigged.
Good. I'm glad he's gone.
No,
Delphi 2?
not a Delphi. That case would have probably bumped him up to silver. I forget where he's at.
Wow.
I guess he's going to have to be a real fan and pay for silver.
Or I think he's actually already at silver now. that I
He's a
think about it.
supporter,
He might be
right?
close to gold. He's probably really close to gold.
B-Sum. No luck this time. B-Sum, you won the last Carbonite giveaway, if I recall, right?
I think it was bolts, but they
No,
both have
Bolt-
the B.
Bolts.
You're right.
But without saying too much, just for privacy reasons, I do believe there was an order from B-Sum. So thanks for checking out Carbonites. I really hope you love them, that they arrived safely.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Apologies to Big Fury.
Garbage fake giveaway.
Right.
Thank you, Bly. Very cool.
Chris
Yeah.
G.
Crispy.
Who's still in the running here?
That's right.
No!
Oh, man. Looks like the end for the lazy aardvark. Thank you for hanging out, though. Thank you for getting put on the wheel. We're down to 5. We'll shuffle a couple of times. Why not?
He's a pretty big cloner. Maybe he wouldn't want the Carbonite Hunters after all.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think we'll lock anyone in on it. I think if they want something different, let them.
That's
Pink
true.
Ghost.
Pink Ghost. Sorry about that.
We'll
I think you said you're watching with Blue Ghost. I hope you guys are doing well.
Yeah.
Jove.
Oh, get him
Nope.
today!
Is not getting it today. All right, we got Caleb, Commander Cook, and Hyperspace Heroes. So
Wow.
we'll see.
Okay. It's a stacked lineup.
Yep.
Good luck, guys.
Oh, my Cookie Wookie.
Oh, Cookie.
No.
All right, Hyperspace Heroes and Caleb W. Go ahead and hit up Vincent. You can find his email through the Carbonites
Sweet.
website. You can hit him up on Instagram, and we will get the 2 cases sorted. Vincent, I said I'll cover one for you, so just let me know what's ordered, and I'll put an order in to compensate you there, and we will get this all worked out. But Caleb, you have now won something, so congratulations.
Go get your 9. Go get your 9, Caleb.
Heck yeah.
So that's very exciting. And the other winner's Brown Squadron, right? Hyperspace Heroes?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, I'll get with them on my end. So
right, see which one of them was putting the comment on that. So whether it was Brown Leader or if one of the others was watching.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah,
So,
maybe it was Scruffy.
And Caleb doesn't own any Carbonites yet, so it'll be your first.
You're gonna like them, man. They're very cool.
They're very,
Yeah.
very cool. Yeah.
In the description of this live stream is a link to the Carbonites website. Go click around, find a case that really speaks to you. They're all good, but find one that has the characters that you like most in it. And I hope that you enjoy your first Carbonites. I'm like 12 or 13 cases in, and I'm really loving every case I have. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, congrats on winning. I'm excited to see what you pick out. I think the Carbonite Hunters, if you don't know where to start, that is a great one right there.
It is.
I think so myself. And but of course, I want you to get something you want. It's not something that was handpicked for you. So
Right.
yeah, send me a message. I can't wait to get these out to you.
So we'll drop
Cool,
that
really.
wheel then. Lazy Aardvark is asking a question that might be off topic. We're good. Does anyone collect SH Figure Arts? Tomorrow at 7 in the morning are going to be some Star Wars reveals, apparently from Rots.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
This was
I'm
this was a
interested to
topic
see.
in the-
Yeah.
This was a topic in the group chat earlier. Some of the reveals got posted. I dabble. I cherry pick. If Figure Arts makes a character that either Black Series hasn't done or Black Series has done a bad job of, I will look at the Figure Arts option.
That's the SHF Darth Maul right there. I have 3PO, R2, and Farm Boy Luke, and they're all fantastic, dude.
Yeah. I have Han Solo, Shore Trooper,
Short Trooper.
Paz Vizsla, Ray, and Jabim Obi-Wan. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. I have some Figure Arts. I don't know if maybe I've made some poor choices. Excuse me. But I've generally preferred the Black Series offerings, but
SHF R2.
if they drop something that Black Series hasn't done, for lack of options.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. There's the pepper spray. Okay. Give me a minute.
The
Yeah, I just
paneling on
got-
this is so
throw
clean
that
and tight, man.
Now, is the Figure Arts, or maybe it's the Moffics, does the R2 have the button you can push to change the color of the eye?
Yeah,
Is
it does.
Figure Arts?
Wow.
And it's the fig. So right now, I like to have it on the green on the back and the red on the front, but you can change it. So there's a little one of it, and I love how they worked it into the sculpt.
Yeah.
You can see right here, and you can see it. I have to use my nail to see it change.
Oh man.
I wouldn't even call it a gimmick. I would call this a feature, just because it's so quality. It's so cool, and even the back, this one changes as well.
That's so cool, man.
It's a really beautiful piece, and any R2 fan, it's definitely more price. You can't beat the $25 Black Series for sure. But
Yeah.
if you're a hardcore R2 fan, the blue metallic paint on it's definitely worth the $60-$70. It's just
Sure.
the panel lining is so tight. The blue and the silver is so beautifully done. It's so metallic. It's just a really, really well. Like Video does no justice to this little R2 unit right here.
There was a time where I was debating getting the import R2s because they were a better scale than that old tiny Black Series one.
Yeah.
And I just remember like seeing that and just thinking it was just so cool that they would cover that small a base. I mean, to someone, the eye being blue is more important than it being red. And
yeah,
someone out there it matters to.
Yep.
You know, for me, if it was just red and it didn't change, it wouldn't sway me one way or the other.
Yeah.
But the fact that they went for it, that is just a really, really cool feature.
It's very well done, man. It's really feels quality when you're messing with it too. It's awesome. Very fun.
But I guess
Black Series Most Wanted.
Yeah, I think I gotta pull up some Instagram here.
Yeah.
Take your time. But Tommy, real quick, I gotta give Tommy a big shout out just because there's a lot of people involved with this, but Tommy was really the guy that really like approached everybody to do this. So just want to thank you, man. This has been really fun, and I look forward to. I really hope that this is a thing going forward every year at the end of the year for not only the hardcore group of guys that you got together, but just for the community, because right now Toy News Black Series is very slow. This is something fun and collaborative and immersive that we can all do together as a community. And as we all know, there is toxicity out there. This is just a really like good vibe thing that we can all do together. And I just want to stress that enough. Like anybody can be a part of this. Content creator, old-fashioned collector, casual, hardcore, it doesn't matter. This is something very important that we want to get to the masses, whether you're a Black Series fan or just a Star Wars fan in general. We've been seeing a lot of like Great White Northern Empire. We've been seeing a lot of people make their own lists and make their own graphics. Have been doing such a killer job. We have people in the community that are very highly respected and loved, like Sir Dork, Robo, Yakface himself, Sith Lord 229 that Tommy's very close with. He's been a staple in the Star Wars action figure community for quite some time. And this is just really growing. We got to 500 followers in less than a span of 2 weeks, just due to all of us bringing our own element of creativity and our own strengths to this. And I'm just super excited, man. I think this is a great idea. So as much as this is a collaborative, community-involved activity, I got to thank Tommy for thank you for getting us all together, man, because this has been a blast, dude. I love doing this. It's fun to have people to talk to and be. It's just fun seeing everybody's lists, and you're like, dude, I didn't even think about that. That's a great pick, or it's just really fun. And then there's some guy, I forget his name. I wish I could remember. I followed him on Instagram. You talked about him too on Solak Digest Monday, which is also a very good stream. This guy was going off, like making lists from novels, from comics.
Yes, Globex on Instagram.
Man, he is just going off. It's just so cool to see people take this thing so seriously. And, I think all of us bringing the good energy really helps. Like we all bring our little small communities together that are tightening and just expanding them. I think it's just been a really, really fun thing, man. So
fun. And I mean, it's all thanks to everybody who's promoting it. I mean, that's my favorite thing about Black Series Most Wanted has been how people have gone out of their way to use their creative talents and their facets in this community, whether you're an action figure customizer or an action figure photographer or a YouTuber or an Instagram content creator, a TikTok content creator, or just a community member. Everybody is taking their talents and bringing them to the table to help promote this in unique ways. And that is really what has made me most excited about the community drive behind Black Series Most Wanted. And that's it's so much fun every day. You never know what exciting stuff is going to come out, what's going to be made, and it's something to look forward to every time I open up the account, see who's following the account, who's getting in on this. People have been shooting me DMs on the account left and right, like, hey, how can I get involved? How can I support? What can I do? It's been surreal, really, to see how much the outpouring of support has been. Yeah.
You've been staying on top of it, dude. And I keep reaching out to you like, hey, man, you need anything? You've been trucking along, man. And just know, I've already told you I'm here whenever you need me, man. But you've been staying on top of this. Everybody that's been getting involved with this, it's been so cool, man. It's been a lot of freaking fun.
Oh, man.
Every Black Series YouTuber, so many creators, you get to the end of the year, everyone likes doing their top 10 wish list.
Yes.
And for the longest time, it was just something for fun. But obviously Hasbro has started to listen, because everyone's list, as more characters got made, started to kind of turn into the same thing. It didn't matter what channel you were looking at. I want Super Battle Droid, Savage Opress, Commander Droid, Destroyer Droid, new Jango Fett. Those are like some of the more popular ones. And what have we gotten, or what are we getting from the last 12 to the next 6 months? And Hasbro has really started to pay attention to that kind of thing. But there's just too many creators out there all saying we need, but
not doing nothing about it.
Tell Hasbro. I mean, this is a great way. Fan polling is always fun, and admittedly, you should only do it for fun and not get your expectations through the roof. But I love that we're trying to get as many people as we can to submit some solid data and vote for characters, and the 12 most popular are going to get passed along, and maybe that information is used, maybe it's not.
Well, and that's what's exciting about the top 12 concept too, is I was putting this together, and Hybrid, you and I were talking about this a lot, and we're like, we could do top 10, we could do top 5, like most people have either a top 5 or a top 10, right? And we're sitting there, and I'm like, putting the graphic together for the templates, and I'm thinking to myself, everybody does top 10 videos, but everybody has at least one honorable mention to talk about in those videos. And that bumps it up to 11. And I'm like, and everybody has, let's make it a nice even number. So we'll do 12, a nice dozen characters, because then that way it's even more personal, because then you're not limited to just that top 10 strictly. Now, if you have those 2 extra characters that barely miss your top 10, now those characters can also be submitted and also make the cut to be voted on, and really diversify the kinds of characters that are getting put into Black Series Most Wanted, into the submissions. Yeah,
absolutely, dude. Yep.
So Tommy,
AC says it perfect. This Most Wanted project is so much better than just having a few popular people give their takes. Hasbro has to put their eyes in the community and see what they want, and
totally,
that's it. You could have a big YouTube channel ask for 12 Cantina aliens, and that doesn't mean it would move, but you go to the community, you ask the masses, not just 2 people that like one movie more than another, but you pick, you just ask everyone, hey, what do you want? And I bet by the end we probably have some unusual choices. I'm really excited to see what the data comes in. There's some interesting video ideas that I have that I would like to make, where it's, what characters only got 1 vote, at the end of it, because I know that there's going to be like someone who has like a super obscure clone pilot that was in like one panel of a Dark Horse comic in 2002, and who you are in the chat, and that Rebel pilot, is going to have 1 vote because no one else even knows who dude is. And and that's totally fine. Shoot your shot. You never know what'll happen. But I've really liked seeing everyone posting their lists, and my list has some picks that were easy picks and some picks that are a little out there. And I just like scrolling through all the posts that everyone's making and going like, oh yeah, I got that guy on my list too. There's 1 or 2 on my list that I've seen on a lot of lists where I'm like, man, I could predict the top 12, I think I got a couple.
I think what's really gotten me with this too is how electric the excitement has been for this project. And I know the 3 of us have talked, Hybrid and Stoned and I, about like, I was expecting this to be somewhat popular because it's like the first of its kind, really, as far as fan polling goes, something of this magnitude. But I don't think any of us foresaw that it would take off the way that it did. And I mean, just Sith Lord 229, Sir Dork, making entire segments of their live streams to talk about it. You got Yakface and Robo reposting multiple posts that we've made on the page. We didn't ask a lot of these people to support it in the way that they are. I mean, I reached out to friends of mine in the action figure space and said, hey, I'm putting this thing together. If you could, maybe repost it or something. And people have just taken it to the next level. I mean, again, the reason we were going to wait to put out the templates until December 1st. And then, all of a sudden, left and right, people were commenting on posts. Hey, can we get the templates? Hey, I want to, I saw this content creator, because I would send content creators the templates early so they could show them off in their videos. And people were like, oh, I want the templates. Where do I find these templates? Where can I post my top 12? And I'm like, let's just do it early. Let's just put it out a few weeks early, build the hype up more. And it's been like the thing for the last week and a half now. People just left and right posting their top 12, making their own layouts for the top 12, which is also cool. Like Mr. Stormtrooper Davis, who does fantastic action figure photography. I have to give a shout out though. The two people that started the trend of posting your top 12 were Howlrunner Base and Corellian Collectibles. Those were the two guys on Instagram. They were the first two almost at the same time that posted their top 12 the day after we made the initial announcement of Black Series Most Wanted. And that was where I sat there and went, this might be something more than just a few dozen people vote on a fan poll. Man. And it's been just absolutely crazy. I mean, just huge Instagram accounts and huge YouTube channels reaching out and being like, how can I support this? And this is the kind of thing that the community is all about. Vincent, I know you had a question.
Yeah, I guess I'll make a statement and then I'll parlay that into my question. I talked earlier at the very beginning of the podcast how if the state of collectibles was like it was in 2021 right now, their Carbonites wouldn't exist. And a big part of that was the characters I wanted to see being made, and that behind closed doors frustration of man, why isn't there a Dr. Vindy, as crazy as that one is, but I'll just bring up his name again, And there is a logical reason for a lot of this, but then there's other characters like Nuke Gunray. Oh my gosh, I would geek for a Nuke Gunray. And I was talking to a buddy of mine just yesterday, and he had said, hey, I keep seeing so-and-so's name on the list, and so-and-so. I don't know, I kind of want to do a different list, a list that's different for everybody else's. And I'm like, hey, I absolutely, you put down who you want, but by no means don't do this just to be different. If you see a character that is absolutely just making the waves on everybody's list, well, then that's the closest surefire way to make that character a possibility.
Exactly.
So just make your list however you want. But my advice would be is if you see a character really making the rounds and you are in firm agreement that that's a character that you would want to see, then why not make the space one of the 12 on your list? Because it likens the chance of the repeat votes for that character, and Hasbro's going to look at the numbers at the end of the day, and when they tally up the person with the most amount of numbers, that's the person. So if you want Nuke Gunray but you're trying to be different and you're going to put down Rune Heiko, that's fine, but put Nuke Gunray as well, because it could possibly happen. So that being said, Blitz, I want to ask you two things. You answered my first one, which is why the number 12? I get asked that all the time at Carbonites, why the number 6? You answered that perfectly with, top 10 plus the 2 honorable mentions. But the other question I have, I was very impressed keeping up with your March Madness style brackets for these clone troopers last year.
Yes.
And I was right there voting. I was having a good time with it.
It was fun.
How much of that influenced the Black Series Most Wanted? Or is there stuff that you've learned from that is then being reshaped for Black Series Most Wanted?
So I think that Black Series Most Wanted is already better than March Madness Order 66 edition, because March Madness Order 66 edition was super rushed. It was super last minute. I was on a live stream, and it was right at the beginning of March, and I was talking about doing something like this, and Brandon, Hero Collections, the lead marketer for Hasbro Star Wars, was in the chat, and he said, Tommy, because I said something about I love Clone Troopers, I would love to see a Clone Trooper only March Madness bracket, and he goes, well, why don't you do that? And so I was like, well, I may as well. So then I did submissions for 3 days. I made all the graphics within 72 hours. I had the whole thing ready to go, the whole shebang. And it took up my life for that month. But at the same time, it was super, not rushed. I was happy with the polished product that came out. But with this, I've had a lot more time to bounce ideas off of other people and get other people's opinions and see what other people want. Because With this, it's not like with Order 66 edition. That is like BlitzTransmissions presents March Madness Order 66 edition. Like that's my baby. That's my thing. Whereas with this, that's why I gave it its own social media presence. So that's kind of playing into part of like what I've learned with this is if I really want this to take off, it needs to transcend people that like me and don't like me. It needs to transcend people that like hybrid and don't like hybrid. It needs to transcend, people that get along, because the action figure community is very cliquey by nature. I mean, we all have our little groups of people that we hang out with online and our own little, group chats, discords, you name it. And so this needed to be bigger than that. And so in order to do that, you have to give it its own identity so that it's not so much connected to it can't be. We all agreed on this before we did it. Like, it can't be BlitzTransmissions and Hybrid Toy Reviews and Stoned Mando presents Black Series Most Wanted. Yes, we are the people running it, and I really am humbled by people giving us credit for putting it together, because we don't go out of our way to be like, oh, we made this thing happen and blah blah blah.
Right.
It's not about us. It's about the community. So exactly. That's the biggest thing. And then the other thing that I think I've learned from this is that just giving it more time to marinate, getting the word out there, that also really helps build engagement for something like this, as opposed to just last minute, throwing something together, trying to get the word out about something. And it's March, you have Lucas Monsters March Madness, you have SWTVC does their TVC March Madness at the same time. So there's a lot going on all at once. And you can get, you could fly under the radar of all the big stuff. And I do have to give a very special shout out to the SWTVC guys, Tyler, Evan, Lewis, and John. Those four have been super great mentors to me in this kind of a project, because this is such a big deal. Like, we're doing a Google form. That's what's going to come out December 1st for you to put your 12 Star Wars characters. That's how you'll actually vote on this. And I had to ask them a bunch of questions, like, what are some clarifying things I should say in the Google form? Like, you want to make this as foolproof as possible so that somebody who is not tech savvy could go in there and be like, okay, I can understand what I'm doing based on what has been explained to me. Like, when I sent a couple, like, I guess I called them like beta versions of the Google form to these guys, and I was like, okay, how was that? And everybody was like, yeah, it was straightforward. And I was like, now imagine you're stupid. Now imagine absolutely, this is the first time you've picked up a computer. Imagine this is the first time you've opened a Google form in your life. And, try and look at it. And you guys were like, yeah, no, I get it. The second or third time, you guys were like, okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah, I think it would be easy for even somebody who doesn't get it. But yeah, I think overall, now that I've yapped, I think that's
you're good, dude.
It's just a constant learning curve, and that's kind of the perspective of somebody. Like, if you have the eye of an artist, if you really want to improve your work, it's never perfect. It always has room for improvement, and I think we've made something that we're all very proud of right now, proud to be a part of. And I invite everybody to be a part of this. Whether you collect Black Series casually, you buy one figure a year, whether you buy everything, you're a completionist, you buy 100 figures a year, whether you're just Joe Schmo who has 20 followers on Instagram, doesn't post about Star Wars at all, or whether you're a YouTube channel with 500,000 subscribers. Everybody in between is it needs to get in on this, because this is how you get the things that you want for the Black Series line. And this is how Hasbro can capitalize on giving us what we want, and then in turn we're supporting. It's a symbiotic relationship. As opposed to just they put out stuff, we decide if we like it or we don't, and there's kind of a disconnect that comes with that. So
I want to real quick just catch up on chat, just super quick.
There's like a lot of homies in here.
So Darth Moocher, how are you doing? I promised I was going to come back. Mandalorian, how are you doing tonight, my guy?
He is.
Hey,
he is.
Seen you a lot on Instagram this week. You've been posting a lot,
bro, with the fresh cut too.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
we got Misa Bricks checking in with a yo. Ooh, and there's a
Awesome.
whole lot of studs. So,
Oh, stop
Scott
it.
just mentioned the Cantina Chaos crew is crashing the stream.
Love it. Yeah, guys. So we talked all about the Cantina Chaos case earlier in the stream. Definitely catch the replay, but I'll just tease you boys with it right here as you wait for yours to show up in the mail.
Awesome.
Heck yeah. It's to all of y'all, I highly recommend Moocher, everyone from Cantina Chaos. The first 2 hours of the stream was Carbonites, and Vincent revealed a lot, and your case got revealed, and a bunch of other cool stuff got revealed. So for anyone that's getting in here a little bit later in the stream, highly recommend the replay. I feel really happy with how this one turned out. So got a lot of good bits from Vincent there.
It was a bona fide Carbonites con, so thanks for giving me the avenue to do so. But Tommy, I did want to just add something here. You were saying how this isn't just for hardcore Black Series collectors. This is really for anybody who just loves Star Wars. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
So when I heard that, I was thinking to myself, like, again, I was talking to somebody else the other day too, and they had said, hey, I want to fill this out, but I don't really collect Black Series, so I don't know who they've already made and who they haven't. So like they wanted Endor Han Solo, and I'm like, well, yeah, they did already make that, but if that's still something you really want, it's okay to put that on the list because it shows Hasbro there's interest in Han, just in general, maybe the outfits that he hasn't had. Would you say that that's accurate?
Yeah, so another thing that's part of this is your submissions. It doesn't have to be characters that have never been made in the Black Series. You can also do redos and updated characters. So a perfect example would be Endor Han. Endor Han is on the old Han Solo body in the Black Series, and they just this year did a new Han Solo, and Han Solo's costume in return is very similar to that of A New Hope. So what they could do is, it wouldn't take a lot of effort on Hasbro's end, but if that's something you want, you probably would want the latest, greatest version of that as opposed to the now dated articulation to today's standards that the old Han Solo had. I know, again, for a lot of people, people really want Hasbro to redo General Grievous and Slave Leia. Those are the
one I was going to mention.
Those are the two in the Black Series that people really want. So why should we, as the people putting this on, pigeonhole people and say that you're only allowed to pick characters that have never been made before? Because ultimately, it's your list. If you want to put 12 giant Star Wars creatures all on your list, you want to put Rancor, Acklay, Reek, Nexu, you want to put the Zillo Beast, you want to put just any creature you want. Yeah, that's a character in Star Wars, and it may not be the most feasible thing to be made in the line, but if you want it, you want it, and you shouldn't be kind of blocked from putting what you actually want on your submission. The only things that we say you can't do are, you can't do I want all 5 of the Knights of Ren that haven't been made and make that one pick.
Yeah.
No, that would have to be 5 separate picks. The other one would be no, you can't choose a vehicle. I want the AAT droid tank. No, that's not a character. That's a vehicle. That's kind of getting away from your most wanted Star Wars characters. So that's the only other thing. Other than that, it's fair game, So
let's take a homing spider droid. How do you feel about that?
That's a character.
Okay.
That's a character. Because it's not a vehicle that you sit in the shows and the movies that it's in the games too. It has its own consciousness. It's its own, it's its own thing. So unless it's something that's piloted, I would say it's fair game. Yeah.
Okay. See, these are those little details, and I think it's good that some may get caught up on those things. Heck, even I will, from time to time. So that's great. And then I just have one other idea for you, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
So you were talking earlier about there's Funko collectors, Lego, and anybody can fill this out. Well, there's also Carbonite collectors as well. I'm very grateful to say that. And an idea I was kicking around in my head, and I wanted to gauge your opinion on this, all 3 of you. How do you feel about a proof of purchase concept here? Instead of actually purchasing something, it's proof of participation. So if somebody fills out a Black Series Most Wanted and it's 12 individual characters, all that you're saying. My idea was if that same person emails it to me, proving that they filled this out, that I would then dish out a 12% coupon with Carbonites, and then even send them 12 because of the 12 slots. And then I'd even send them a commemorative Carbonite. Maybe it's like a wanted poster Carbonite or something, totally free, just as a thank you, not only for participating, but it's a commemorative thing because this is an event. And when you go to an event, there's a t-shirt or there's a mug or a shot glass. And to kind of commemorate this event, that could be a really cool, tangible way to put it on your shelf as you wait until the actual figure then gets made by Hasbro.
I told you he wanted to make the whole thing about Carbonites.
No,
dude.
No. This is very much a Black Series thing, and this is very much a what can I do for your community because you've really helped foster mine with Carbonites.
Yeah, dude. That's. I mean, Stone. If you want to tackle this one first, I think it's an awesome idea.
Yeah. I was letting you kind of lead the charge, man. I think that's a great idea, and it's just again, it's expressing more. And shout out to Cook and Shelf Life. They were kind of the ones that got the initiative moving to involve customizers with this movement. And now this is just another way to expand on the whole collaborative community movement. And I think that's a great freaking idea, dude. I think that would be badass. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yeah, totally, dude.
Yeah, I'm all about it.
And then 12% off. That's just I like how you did that.
Mm-hmm.
Top 12% off. It's like poetry. It rhymes.
There you go.
I don't know if I've ever.
It's not a lot, but the hope is that there's some people who don't really do Black Series, but they do Star Wars, and maybe it's somebody from my side who would then be like, yeah, I'll fill this out, and in turn, I get 12% off Carbonites, an exclusive Carbonite. Absolutely. Why not? So, I thank you, Commander Cook.
I think he was complimenting himself for having that idea.
I think so too.
But
no, I'm just kidding.
I don't know if I've ever told any of y'all, but y'all know that I've been in the Black Series since day one.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Never been a secret about that. It's funny. I wonder if we're gonna have anything like this go on once this all starts. But Black Series has done 2 fan polls before. It was during the height of the Disney sequel era, and people viewed them as opportunities to get characters that we probably wouldn't get otherwise, and even in this era of publishing lines, still probably wouldn't. And so the first poll they did in 2015, Darth Revan won, and that one was just by popular vote. But the second fan poll they did, like 10 characters got nominated, and like 9 of them were from like movies and shows and stuff, and then one of them was Jaina Solo, and then some like Facebook group for the New Jedi Order books from the 90s like saw that and said, "Oh hey, Jaina's on a poll," and they just all went and voted for it and made Jaina Solo happen, and like she sold horribly. She's still cheap to date, but it was just like some non-collectors just found out about it and they're just like, "Oh hey, it's that girl from these books that we like from 30 years ago," and they derailed the whole thing and they just haven't done a fan poll since. But no, I just wonder if we're gonna have anything interesting go on, if there's not like a group of unks that have been like hiding on MySpace biding their time to come out of the woodwork and get like all of the Cantina aliens.
It's Darth Moocher. That's what he's doing in the chat right now. He already sent me his list. It's like 21B, FX7, EV99, 8D8. I'm like, oh.
But, I do want to say on Black Series Most Wanted, Tommy, I got to give you infinite credit for all these wanted posters.
Dude, yeah.
These have been super duper fun. I haven't guessed any of them right yet, but I'll get one in time. But that's definitely Lux Ponteri. But there has been some insane coverage on this, whether it be articles on comicbookmovie.com, which
dude, crazy,
insane.
We got my boy Sir Dork here.
Yes, sir.
Stone Mando made that happen. We've had things shared by Robo.
Yeah, man.
Like this isn't this isn't just a bunch of figure collecting hillbillies, you know, from the middle of nowhere on YouTube or nothing.
Speak for yourself.
But there's like some real people, like really big, you know, names in the toy world that are sharing stuff and getting acknowledgement, and I just it's just absolute insanity, the amount of coverage. And again, we've been doing it for 11 days or something.
Yeah, a little under 2 weeks. Yeah,
14 followers.
The account has been around for almost 2 weeks, and the fact that we have broken. I mean, I wanted to initially. My idea was if we can hit 500 followers by the end of the 33 days leading up to December 1st. I was like, yeah, that'd be fair. Like that'd be a decent amount for a brand new Instagram account. We crushed that in like a quarter of the time, and I'm blown away by how the outpouring of support has been. I mean, shout out again to more people like Great White North Empire. Shout out to Bebart for reposting and really being a part. Imperial Lemon, another big customizer in the community, really jumping in and being all excited for this. Who else? I mean, there's plenty of other people. I mean, even Dusty Trooper making his commercial for it. Yep.
Yeah. There's so many names.
You mentioned.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You got Yak Face to share something finally,
dude. Yak Face. I DM'd him. He never opened it, but he's reposted the 2 of the posts now.
I've seen that.
It's been amazing. Yeah.
I wanted to add one more thing for now. Some of our, some of our regulars that are in chat tonight, obviously you may know this, but just in case people that happen to catch this replay or if you're new here tonight, Brandon, very good friends with Tommy, lead marketer over at Hasbro for Retro, TVC, Black Series. He was actually on a stream with Sith Lord 229 not too long ago, and he had been seeing some of the lists that were made, and he assured us that some of that stuff that he's seen was coming. So, that's already proof that Hasbro is listening. Not is starting to, but they have been listening to us. Granted, contrary to what people may say and believe out there in the YouTube community space, there's a new group in town in the Hasbro community, and they're making things happen, And shout out to Hero Collections, Brandon. Shout out to Sith Lord 229. It's hard just to name some of the heavy hitters and some of our regulars, but it's almost an injustice to name a few, but you want to give credit where credit is due.
Exactly.
Because there's so many more people that we're not even naming that are just making this blow up like it has, man. I'm extremely proud to be a part of this, man. I got to tell you guys, I've been waiting for something like this. I mean, I started collecting in like August of 2022, so still somewhat of a newbie. Not a COVID collector. For a different reason I started collecting, but I've been waiting for something like this to happen for Black Series because I had been obviously doing research. Like TVC had stuff going on. I was like, why doesn't Black Series have And then obviously, Hybrid, you saying those the polls that happened back in the day, I had no idea about those. Obviously, I wasn't collecting at the time, but that's cool to hear, and it would be cool to see Hasbro do that more. And I think we're kind of heading that direction, anyways. With that being said, but this is more than just a couple of guys. As cool as it would be even if it was just a couple of guys trying to make something happen, this is kind of taking form into something much more serious because we have an insider with an ear to the ground, and they're watching this very closely. So if you're serious, everybody here and that's going to come across this stream, you have a character or a figure that you want to see in your 6-inch plastic form, so you can gawk over it all the freaking time.
Yeah.
Let your voice be heard. This is your moment. If you want to see a figure, quit complaining about, I wish Hasbro would do this Legends character. I wish Hasbro would give us 9 Right? This is your moment. Right now, this is your moment, man. This is something very serious. I cannot stress that enough. I think people are, as big as it has been getting, I still think it's kind of flying under the radar. As proud as I am of this and as well as it is doing, I still feel like I've gotten messages of why certain people aren't being involved with this. And to that, all I'm going to say is anybody is allowed. It doesn't matter relationship wise or your standings with anybody. Anybody
Correct.
Is allowed to do this. So not to address anything directly, but I've had people message me or whatever. Why aren't these people? And I don't ask them. I don't know why you're asking me.
Yeah.
But
we don't have to be friends. There will be no judgment if you share a post on this.
No, this
isn't a
I'll say it this way. Yeah, I'll say it this way: and I have to give a credit to Star Wars Collective for being the first person to talk about this on a live show
Shout out Jacob.
and kind of setting the trend of people doing. Because what I've been doing is clipping when people talk about it on the live shows, and obviously, if you were trashing on it, no, I wouldn't share it. But, if you're plugging it, I'm gonna share it, and I'm gonna tag you in a collaborator post, give you a shout out, tell people to go subscribe, follow you on IG, whatever. I don't care who you are. I don't care if we like each other in real life. I don't care if it's like that or not. No, this is its own thing. This transcends all of that. So if you talk about it, I'm going to share it. I'm going to share it regardless because it adds to the hype and it adds to the sense of community for the Black Series community. It's not some of the Black Series community. It's not most of the Black Series community. The whole point of this is that everybody, as many people as humanly possible, come together and submit for this, because the other part is it helps everybody. The larger the sample size is for this, the more Hasbro can go to those Lucasfilm Hasbro meetings where they pick out what Star Wars characters they're going to do next, and they go, hey, we had like 1,500 people submit for this at the beginning of the year, and that's, so if you either get in on it or you don't, and that's, it's it's pretty that simple to me,
Yeah.
Real quick,
yeah.
We got William Reyes just saying Carbonites are elite, which is a base steak.
Hell yeah.
Thank
Commander
you.
Broski with hello there. How are you, man? Catching us near the end, but glad to see you here.
That is all 6 Cantina Chaos members. So
that is
awesome.
The raid is complete.
Cool.
Vincent is looking handsome, by the way. So,
Thank you.
But and as Fig says, he hates Tommy, but he still manages to share it daily. There are Black Series collectors out there that I would love to challenge to YouTuber boxing, and you know what? I don't care if you share these. It's fine,
I really do not attempt to speak out of turn here because I'm very much on the outside. But the way I see the whole campaign is, like you said, it is you, but it isn't you. It's more of a community thing. Mm-hmm. And I see this event as like the Mandalorian, right? When the Mandalorian came out, it was fresh off the sequels. People were, really hard against the sequels. And then there were people that we're Clone Wars kids. The fan base was really weird when Mando came out, and then a few months after Rise of Skywalker came out, and but you know what? Everybody could agree that Mando, it's like you sit down, you put your differences aside, you enjoy the hell out of Mando. Yeah. And that's to me what this is. It's not any one particular, type of Star Wars in the way that the sequels are or the Clone Wars are. It's the Mandalorian. It's everything all encompassing. It's trying to be for everybody, not for some people. Yeah. And that's why, depending on what your differences are, and they are very valid, I think this is one of those moments where, you're doing it for the other person who wants some of those same characters that you might have a match with. That's who you're doing it for, not for the guys above me. It's for the community.
Yeah, if it was for me, then what I would do is I would just post my top 12 and say, all right, guys, vote between Dirge, Ponkrell, Clone Wars, Sacy Tin, and Blitz, and tell me who you like most. That's what it would be. Because those are the ones that I want the most. Vote between Mother Talzin and Bad Batch Asajj Ventress and tell me which one you want more. No, this is about pure popular vote. This is about literally you actually are making your voice heard. And another thing I'm going to do throughout the month of January, after we painstakingly, tediously aggregate all the data from all the submissions, we'll have the community top 12 come out, and then we'll have the top 12 Jedi, the top 12 Sith, the top 12 droids, the top 12 Clone Wars characters, the top 12 Empire characters. We're going to go through all these different topics, and you'll know, okay, 615 people voted for Ponkrell out of 1,000. 700 people out of 1,500 voted for Dirge. And you'll know exactly how many votes each character got, and that gives you a good idea of how many people based on sample size.
And shout out to my friend Keith from the Rebel Basement. I know he is essentially doing just that. He's going TV show by TV show, movie by movie. Yep. And he's making it a very specific list. And I think that that's really fun as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love his style of videos. He's been kind of reacting to some of my stuff. I've been reacting to his stuff, and he's been popping off. You're absolutely right. I've been watching some of his regular content other than just Black Series Most Wanted. I love how he goes down to his basement. He's got the media playing that he's whatever.
Right?
He's like, I just love the vibe. It's just so cool, man.
It's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
intentional.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to watch his videos every single night. And then there was like a 2-month period, and it was around the Lent season, around Easter, where I stopped. And eventually I kind of felt bad. And I was getting caught up on his content, and I messaged him, and I'm like, hey, it was a little nighttime ritual. I'd watch your videos while eating my nighttime snack. And what he doesn't know is for Lent, I gave up, my nighttime snack. And so I just stopped watching his stuff, like vicariously. I didn't even mean to. And then I got caught up. He's such a great guy, another awesome pillar in the community. I'd love for him to come on the stream sometime, Hybrid, if we could ever make that happen.
Yep. No, it's an open door. So.
But yeah, guys, what you're doing this campaign, it is legendary. I am so proud of you and everybody who's participating in this. Hybrid, I don't know how we're doing on time, but I also know we have a giveaway for your tactical ops club.
Yeah, I think we're just going to spin it up at the end, and it's kind of my last big thing. I said we'd try to stick to 2 hours, and here we are doing 3, as it always turns into. But we have our good times. But no, I mean, just my final thoughts on it. Black Series Most Wanted has popped off bigger than could have been imagined in the most beautiful of ways. Totally. And this is just year 1. I'm picturing a bigger turnout in year 2, and I'm just like, how? But it's going to happen, and it's brought so many cool people together. I never thought that I'd ever be involved in something that YouTubers that I've watched for years, like Sir Dork and Robo, are sharing. I'm like, hey, like we're, we want the same things here. We're on the same side, and and toy collecting shouldn't be about sides. It's escapism, and you should be having your fun with it. And I mean, this is so much bigger than, do you like us? Do you not? It's, do you want this figure? What figure do you think you need? Like, this is grand scale. This is, this is the future of the toy line. Everyone has a wanted list. Everyone thinks they know what's best for the future of the line, but stop thinking it. Start voting for it. Like this is, this is how you make change. If there's, I've seen, you see all these complaints, there's been a lot of clone focus. There's not a lot of OT focus going on. I know there's some monks in the chat that really want to get some more aliens and Luke Skywalkers and stuff. And I think we should get it all for everyone, but vote for it. Like, show Hasbro that you want it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Get the word out there. If what would make you happiest is a bunch of Cantina aliens that got their names in Legends comic books instead of the movie they're in, like, get the word out there, stir up your communities, tell your friends, tell your mom, get your mom to vote, your mom that doesn't even know what Star Wars is, but
I remember when we were on a stream, we were on BlitzTransmissions channel, on Tommy's channel, and we were all on a stream, and he had pitched the idea to all of us afterwards in the after show. And I was just like so stoked, and I was on board immediately, man. And like literally that night or the next night, I literally made it was after you made the template. So I think it was Monday night or Tuesday night, and I literally that night went and made all 12 of my templates. That's how excited I was for it. And I was like, I already had it mapped out. I was going to do it 3 releases per week over the whole month of November, and then I'm going to invite on some of my regulars from my stream, like Galactic Artisan Customs Collective. Like, we're gonna do our little thing at some point after the December 1st stream over on your channel, Tommy. I'm just like, I am taking this so serious, dude, because like I'm just like, my excitement and passion for it, that's really what drives me and motivates me, is just like my love for all this shit. Like, I'm gonna make videos. I make videos that still get fucking 50 views, and I'm happy about it. I don't give a fuck. I also have videos that make 3,000-4,000. I'm also happy about that. But at the end of the day, when I sit right here in this fucking chair and I put this fucking box with some plastic crack on this table and I go to talk about it, that is like one of the best parts of my day, other than coming home to my wife. Like, that, nothing and no one will ever take that away from me. So I have been waiting for the moment for something like this to happen, man. And I am taking it so serious, and I hope, and I say hope because in a way I know it will continue. just like you were saying, Hybrid, every year I think this is just going to get bigger and bigger and stronger, dude.
Yes,
I'm
will.
freaking stoked for this, man.
There have been some really bad days. Long. I mean, you work a long day at the long day store, and then you work an overnight at the long day factory.
Yep.
And your boss yells at you, and you run out of gas on the way home, and and home, and there's an Amazon box on the porch.
Yes, dude.
There's a figure in it.
Yeah,
and the world's okay.
Yep. Just that little bit, man. Yeah, it's a small.
There's been a lot of bad days saved by a delivery when I get home, and
hell yeah.
And it's things that I haven't even been picky about. I've picked 12 characters from my list that I think would be good additions, but also ones that I think a lot of people would enjoy. And, it's like, man, the day that any of those 12 figures shows up is going to be an even better than average day.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like the one on my list that I've actually seen a lot of people have on their lists is Crate Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
Going around, I was like, wow, there's actually a lot of turnout for this sequel figure. I kind of figured the final 12 won't have a lot of sequel coverage. And I'm like, wow, like y'all want this Luke too? I'm seeing it on a lot of lists. I kind of think it might make the cut.
People deserve it, man. There's a lot of sequel. Believe it or not, like some people forget this. Like the sequels was some people's introduction to Star Wars, whether it was prequels or original.
Yep.
You have to remember that. Like this is a generation's introduction, and like I have my feelings about the sequels. Force Awakens is a great film, but I have my feelings about it. But I hate the people that just like continue to bash and shit on it, and the people who enjoy it. But the people. What I'm trying to say is people who want Crate Luke Skywalker, they deserve to have that figure. If they want a brand new Finn or a brand new Poe Dameron, they deserve to have that representation in their display. If they're a sequel fan, point in a statement.
Yeah, but it's like, man, if Crate Luke makes that list, that's going to be an awesome day.
We'll never do it again.
Right. It's like, I'm just excited. The potential is infinite, and I think those 12 figures, whatever 12 ends up winning that list, and there's no guarantee any of them get made, but I mean it's going to a higher power at there, but I suspect a lot of them will. Any of those 12 figures that get made are going to feel extra special when they show up.
Absolutely.
I'm really amped on that. But
me too.
I guess that's my final thought. So let's give away this clone trooper.
I think it's important we say why we're giving it away. You're celebrating here 2.5 thousand subscribers.
Yeah, congrats, dude.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out to my 2,500 twin. We got 2,500 on the same day. Yeah.
Did y'all really? On the same day?
Yeah,
same day.
Within an hour of each other.
Yeah.
Damn, that's wild. Cool.
Yeah.
Nice to be both.
Yep. No, it was really cool. It was good to see Tommy do it. I'd like to point out I did it about 20 minutes before he did. So actually a picture of Tommy the day it happened. I still beat
Dude, what?
Damn
I'm
it,
sitting on
man.
that for a while.
Oh my god.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But all right. So 2,500 subscriber giveaway. I had a video up for about 9 days. Anyone that commented on it got put on it. And big thing is just international shipping right now is just insane. So I kept it to US only.
Mm-hmm.
Way I'm going to do it is I'm just going to spin until we have a last name, and that'll be the winner. And the second place person, we're going to keep note of that name should I not be contacted by the winner.
Smart.
After let's call it 7 days. If by next Tuesday I haven't heard from the winner, I'll give it to the second place person.
7 days.
6, 7. So. All right, let's spin. Let's get rid of this dang thing.
That's how you know we've been streaming for far too long.
6, 7.
That's the best. That's the best we got.
That's the best.
For my niece and my nephews, dude. That's the only reason I know the brain rot.
Right. Yeah, I
Tommy
played
would like to use his younger brother as his-
They lose their shit when I do it. They love it. Like, they love it.
My younger brother Logan, he's 15. He's in 9th grade. He tells me all the brain rot. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we get on Xbox with Logan somewhat regular.
Bro knows how to riz the huzz.
Oh,
Logan's trying to riz Stone. Do you know what an ABG is?
ABG?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Baby girl.
Yeah.
What is it?
Crazy,
It's
bro.
How do you know?
It's an Asian baby girl. That's what my brother's trying to riz up at. He's trying to riz up an ABG at school. Yeah.
Jesus, man. That's crazy.
I mean, he's got taste. But, yeah.
ABG.
Yeah, dude.
Good Lord.
Cheesy napkin looking for a cheesy handkerchief.
What?
I'm just saying.
Oh man,
Lord of mercy.
Farewell to Bodhi.
dude, that's too funny.
Oh man.
Well, I've had my desk figgies today. Were the garbage Rogue One, Jyn Erso, and Cassian Andor.
Trash.
Yep.
The photo reels or the
Photo
original?
reels, yeah.
Okay, at least you got
Dude,
the upgrade.
There was like a weekend. It was like Christmas time. I got all of the photo reel Rogue One characters for like $8 a piece. Like
Damn.
Yeah, I got most of them below retail.
deep clearance. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think the
remember I was at
problem,
Vegas.
I mean, the photo reel upgrades absolutely made them better, and none of the sculpts subjectively were horrible from the time.
Dude, paint is everything, man. You can have a bad sculpt and good paint, and it makes all the difference, dude.
Right. But I just think so many people have a bad taste in their mouth from those figures. You know, Jyn Erso sitting on pegs for 5 years. I just don't think reissuing her ever was a great call. I mean,
Hybrid, you bought prequel Yoda from Hunter, right?
yeah, I actually just got the Gree and Yoda 2-pack from them because Hasbro will restock every single thing except for that. So
That you're gonna love that Yoda. I am
yeah.
obsessed with that prequel Yoda, dude. He is awesome.
I haven't opened it yet, but I'm gonna film that review tonight. Actually,
Yeah.
once we're done. So,
I also had this is fun fact. This is one of my favorite Star Wars characters, just by cool factor. Commander Pyre.
yeah, Pyre. Yep, he's
Yeah.
cool.
From Star Wars Resistance.
Terrible show. Awesome action
A
figure.
terrible show. Awesome
Yo,
action figure.
I
Damn it.
gotta defend it, man. I gotta be that guy.
I was like, Carl, you were saying that the other night in the last night. You were like, "Oh, Rod Sherman's worth the watch. It builds up the First Order."
Yeah, like it sets up how the First Order takes over better than any book that they tried, and they have trilogies trying to explain how the First Order rose to power. I think Resistance depicts it the best. That they hire pirates, and those pirates attack places, and then it forces planets
It's cool.
to need
Yeah.
the security of the First Order. I love
You know,
that element.
if you're a Star Wars reader, this is a really good book. It takes place immediately after
Death
Last
Troopers.
Jedi,
Death
Resistance
Troopers.
Reborn.
Oh, yeah,
This
or that one.
it's a quick read. It's really good. I really enjoyed this read, and I read it before I went and saw Rise of Skywalker in theaters. So
Tommy, do you read just the pages, or do you like to listen to the audiobook while you read?
I like to just read because I'm also
Same.
I'm a slower reader. So like
same.
I really like to get into like I imagine things in my head as it's happening.
Yeah.
I don't just try and dart through it. So sometimes like I'll have to read entire chapters over again because
Yep.
I'm like I didn't envision that how I wanted to.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I'm a very slow reader. I like to really be into what I'm reading. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. If I'm not into it, I don't bother. Yeah.
Now there
not
is
worth it.
one. Now I did listen to one audiobook, and it was for Dark Disciple. And the dude who was reading the book, he was doing the voice like he did the really low and smooth voice for Quinless, and then he did like a raspy, like higher voice for Ventress. Like he was killing it. I was like, dude, I can dig it. And then I was kind of reading along while he was like, I was listening. It was cool, and I scanned through it. Dude, I got through like 2 chapters in like literally 45 minutes. I was like, dude, I kind of like I feel like I can read faster in a sense when I'm hearing it,
Yep. Yeah, I think it's Mark Thompson does the voiceovers for all of the Star Wars audiobooks. So
Okay, I didn't
think
know
it was
that.
him.
Cool.
Yeah, he's the guy that originally did the audio voice for Thrawn. So that's
Oh.
kind of his origins with Star Wars. He also voiced like a ton of Pokemon in the anime.
No way.
Like Gengar, that's like the main one that he
No
voiced.
way.
Yes, dude.
Dude, I'm upset.
Yeah.
I'm not shitting you. I have so many Pokemon cards laid out around me, dude. Look
Yeah.
at all this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you just got into those.
Bro,
You were making some posts.
yeah, dude, I collected them as a kid and I used to draw a lot. So I've been taking it took me by storm, dude. It's fucking bad. It's so
Yeah.
bad. Somebody save me. So bad. I love them though, man.
So there it is.
Congrats. Awesome.
Winner.
Well, LA,
Dinner.
yeah, is second place. So
Yeah,
if I don't
got eliminated.
Yep, if I don't hear from David Neubauer by next Tuesday night, then it's going to go to LA. I will comment on the YouTube video, and
Nice.
we'll
Congrats.
get David just writing this down.
Congratulations.
All right, so
Cool
that
deal.
I believe concludes all my topics, and we've been running for just over 3 hours.
Yeah, buddy.
So I think we're good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know. I have to
right.
get up for work in 5 hours. So
Ooh, well,
Oh Lord, dude. Yeah, man. Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any after stream hangs. I'll have to
Push
run.
to the grind.
anything for hybrid. Anything for hybrid.
yes, sir. So I will say, speaking of those Rogue One reissues, or there's two things I just wanted to show I get, but not to do a full blown recent pickups, but I did just pick up the reissue of K2SO.
Good figure.
It is, but this one's actually getting signed by Alan Tudyk next weekend at Motor City.
Ooh, sick.
So it's gonna have a really nice Sharpie scribble on it. And then again, congratulations to David for winning the 501st Clone Trooper. I hope you enjoy. And if anyone is looking for more free figures, these ones are going to be a little bit harder to get. But I do have a Clone Lieutenant Gale and a Imperial Sand Trooper from the newest wave of Black Series.
Hell yeah.
These are going to be the prizes for my Toys for Tots giveaway, something that I do every winter season. And I am going to be posting the video on how to enter that on the 15th, whichever day Sunday is, 15th or 16th. I think it's the 15th.
Cool.
But in summary, you gotta show me that you've donated to Toys for Tots to get put on that wheel.
Hell yeah.
But Toys for Tots is a very worthy charity, in my opinion. One of my most favorite charities. I look at all of us on camera here, surrounded by our toys. And it makes me sad that there are kids out there that aren't going to be getting any for Christmas. And I don't think any child has chosen to be put in that situation. It's mom and dad lost their job or just life circumstances and whatever.
Yep.
And if we can afford to give ourselves so many toys, we can throw a couple things in the toys.
Yes, we can.
Something that I'm very, very happy to do every year. But it's a good charity, one that I hold near and dear to my heart, and I want to provide for as much as possible. As the great wise Uncle Ben always said, with great power comes great responsibility, and we have all been given a platform, and for some reason people like to talk to us and watch us.
Yeah.
And the least we can do is use it for a little bit. So
yeah.
Toys for Tots. I'm not affiliated in any way. I just love what they do. And
sell out.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll continue to plug them as best I can. So, but it's the season of giving. Let's do some giving. So
go into your collection room, see how happy it makes you. Pick 5 things, then picture those 5 things under the tree, then picture them not there at all.
Right.
It's puts things into perspective. But yeah, we are very lucky. This is a very luxurious hobby at the end of the day, and it's a great source of joy.
Absolutely.
And people would be lucky just to get one thing. And you don't want to rob somebody of that exact joy that they're already being robbed of. So
for sure. I never had any like legendary Star Wars Christmas presents as a kid. There was a couple 375s here and there. I know some of y'all were lucky to wake up to the Clone Turbo Tank Lego set under the tree or whatever, and that's cool and great. But it was a figure here, a figure there, and every one of them was cherished and loved and played with until the paint was gone and the accessories were lost, and that's just how it was. And my childhood would have been a lot less fun without any of those in it. And I mean, if I had a childhood with not one Star Wars figure, I wouldn't care what character I got. It would just anything would have been cool. So, there's kids out there that love this stuff that don't have anything from it. So we gotta do it.
That's right.
That's about what I gotta say. That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah.
Starscream is signing off. We're about to sign off too. So have a good night, Starscream. Does anyone have anything going on they want to plug before we're done that wasn't a full-blown topic already?
Yeah, just
ahead,
keep a lookout on BlitzTransmissions. I'm gonna start getting back in the saddle. These last couple weeks have been pretty sparse with the posting because I've been all hands on deck on making unnecessary things for Black Series Most Wanted. So make sure to follow Black Series Most Wanted on Instagram, # Black Series Most Wanted, share your top 12. I really need to share my top 12. I've been sitting here like, what the hell am I doing? Why haven't I shared mine? So that's going to be coming soon. I got, topical videos. I got, news videos, action figure reviews. I really, on my next couple days off, this is going to be my priority to review is the General Grievous Hot Toys.
Nice, man.
So I got to get that done. But yeah, aside from that, just trying to get as much content out as possible on BlitzTransmissions. You know the drill. But yeah, if you want cool stuff, like not just Star Wars content, dinosaur content, Marvel content, you name it, there's another awesome channel called the Stoned Mandalorian Collector that you should go check out for that stuff.
Well, I appreciate the plug, dude. I appreciate that. Yeah, I talk a little bit about just whatever I love, man. It's a little bit all over the place on my channel, so I appreciate anybody that's, obviously Black Series Star Wars is my bread and butter. That's like what got me into this hobby of collecting and meeting other awesome people like the guys you see on this screen. But I explore all facets of my childhood, whether it be like Daredevil or Pokemon or Indiana Jones or whatever, man. So if you're interested in seeing that, I appreciate anybody that watches everything that I do, content outside of Star Wars. I really do appreciate that. And I'm always trying to post stuff that I'm passionate about, that I'm trying to get you to spend your money on, because if I'm going to do it, goddamn it, so do you. And I just want to thank Hybrid. Thank you for inviting me on with Tommy and Vincent. I love yapping with both of you boys as well as you, Hybrid. So anytime you need a guest, dude, I'm always there.
Yes, sir.
Just a great time, man. I always love talking toys, man. Talking toy, and honestly, it's like just such a fitting title. Like I kind of hate that I didn't come up with it first. Talking toys with the boys. It's just perfect.
I'll tell you the story. It was it was an Xbox discovery. I was on with 212 Hunter. Commander Cook might have been there. I don't know if Tommy was on or not, but I was talking about how, man, all these other channels do a live stream every now and then. And like, I want to do a live stream. And it was like the Fantastic Four, say that again moment. I was like, I just need to do a thing, like once a month or whatever. And like, I get some boys together and we talk toys, like just some, just once a month talking toys with the boys. And I was like, oh, wait a second. I said it. And then I was like, son of a bitch. Like that's the title. So it's fun. Awesome, and I gotta plug you again, Stone, because your content is awesome. Something I love in a toy creator is positivity. You are always in a good mood in all your videos, and sometimes you pull up a random video and it almost seems like the reviewer has decided they don't like the figure before they've opened it. And you always go in and give it a fair crack. And I don't like negativity in my toy reviews. And so like there's been things like this Micro Galaxy TIE Striker. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like it, and I thought I would like it. I reviewed it the other day, and I was excited, and you can just tell through the review. I got this, and I was in a great mood, and then just the further I got into it, the tone dropped. By the end, I was like, I don't recommend you buy this one. It just, the more I dug into it, the worse it got. And by the time I was done, I was like, man, I wasn't super amped about it, and I kind of don't even post this review anymore. But
Damn, dude.
You know what? It's the curse of the toy reviewer. You got to tell them when it's a bad toy.
Yes,
absolutely. Yeah, man.
It's not about my feelings. It's about being informative. But you know, I always love it. You know, you're like Robo in that way. Where
dude, I don't even feel. That's an honor, honestly.
No, it's a vibe. You know, you're just like, hey, like I got this figure, and you know what? That part kind of sucks, but I'm just going to talk about the part I do like.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
Vibe, and that's what I've always been drawn to of Robo. You know, he's
man,
made him one of my favorite guys forever, and you have very similar vibes. So just,
dude, I'm so humbled.
Like, yeah, and like I said, you know, you've been in the community for like a year or so. You were like one of the greatest recent additions. So,
oh man, y'all are. I'm not gonna be able to walk in my collection room because y'all are boosting my fucking head up so much. Open it up with fucking air, dude. I just want to make other people happy, and I want to hang out with other like-minded people as well. I've not to get all mushy, but like all of you guys know where I come from and why I started collecting. Like I have been in dark places. I have, you know, just been. We've all had bad days, and like. I'd rather focus on what's on the good days, man, you know, and I appreciate that so much, man, because Sir Dork and Robo are probably like two of my most inspirational guys right now, man. I just love what the energy that they bring. I want one day, I want to be the guy that people think like, well, I want to be one of the guys because there's other talented, like such as y'all all make awesome content as well, Tommy, Hybrid, but I want to be the guy when something comes out, like whether it's a Star Wars figure or I want to be on that level of Robo. I want people to be like, yo, I wonder that Mezco Hulk. I wonder what Stoned is going to think of that. I wonder if he's going to pick. I want to get on that level where people like value my opinion or are just interested. And I'm obviously we're all at that point. Like we're all getting together. And like the fact that we all have, you guys, I have almost 1,000 people. You both have 2,500 people that give a fuck about what you were saying and took the time to like, come check out your video, pop by a live stream. Like that stuff seems it's so everyday and minuscule because of the way that social media and YouTube has worked now. But like those things mean so much to me because like I've been at rock bottom and I've had times where like nothing would make me happy and like nothing would bring me out of it. But it's the little things like that when you have a conversation with somebody about an action figure or you talk about a game or whatever, you know? So I am just, but let me quit yapping. I'm just humble that you're good. Robo, dude. Like, that's such an honor, such an honor.
When you yap, it's always positive stuff, dude. So that's why you're the best. So
well, thank you, dude. I don't know about the best, but I'm glad to be coming across with all your guys' past. I can say that much, man.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, this was awesome stream, man. Thank you for having us on, dude. Great. I wish we could talk for another hour in the after show, but we all have. We need this to be. I want to be Robo where this is our job. We can just do this all fucking night, bro. You know. Yeah. But this is awesome. Yep. It was just such a blast, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, guys.
Vincent, you plugged a million things tonight, but is there anything soon? Is there anything?
Yeah, I want to plug something for somebody who isn't here, at least not anymore, and that is Brown Squadron.
Yes.
You guys met Brown Leader. He is one of 3 members of the Hyperspace Heroes, and I highly encourage that you go check out their podcast. Again, they've been so kind to me, but I've really just made it a part of my weekly routine. I look forward to everything they got going on. They got great guests. They talk Star Wars. They do talk a little bit of Trek. They talk about a little bit of everything.
Oh.
And Thursday night, you'll see me in the chat all the time, 8 p.m. Eastern. Check the guys out. I know they would mean a lot it would mean a lot to them. It would mean a lot to me. And then, the only thing really coming up right now that's a lock is that Cantina Chaos set. It's going to be 1 of 50, and it drops next Saturday. So if that is your fancy, if that's your thing, not this Saturday, but a week from this Saturday, the 22nd, be a part of the first ever limited edition Carbonites case. And yes, guys, this was so special. Thank you so much for being here and for wanting to be a part of, what it is that I do and for championing my work. And I just couldn't help but think every time you mentioned the Black Series Most Wanted, all of the people that are reposting, this campaign, you're like, oh, and then this big guy in the toy world did, and then Sith Lord 229, And what there was an article, and Yak read a message.
Hell
I
yeah.
don't think you guys realize that was me with you guys. You were those people for me, the people in the community. It's like, what? Hybrid reached out and he's buying the Chosen One prophecy and he's gonna review it for free. I can't believe people are gonna start seeing my stuff. And that was me a year ago. So what you guys are doing is great. Check out the Black Series Most Wanted. And thanks for kicking it with us tonight.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. With that said, thanks to everyone in chat. We had a great time tonight. We gave away a bunch of cool stuff. I'm blanking on the names of the Carbonites winners, but you know who you are. You were both in the chat. So hit up Vincent, and I will hit up the guy that won the Tactical Ops Trooper. And that is it for tonight. So thank you to y'all for joining me tonight for talking toys. Thank you to everyone
Hybrid,
who was hanging out in the chat tonight, listening to some boys talk about some toys.
Yes.
And come back next month. Goal is to have Carbonites always. Tommy will be back, and the invite has been offered to 212th Hunter, Commander Cook, and gosh, I'm totally blanking.
212th?
Yeah, 212th Hunter, and oh man,
Shelf Life, Star Wars Collective,
not Shelf Life.
Sorry, I was trying to help.
Skywalker Hendrix.
Yeah, Skywalker Hendrix. Man, he's gonna call me on that. But no, it's gonna be the group, and it's gonna be a Christmas party stream next month.
Awesome.
So
awesome.
I'll be in chat, man.
Yep. So it's gonna be fun. So we'll see you in mid-December, and until next time, may the force be with y'all.
Bye, everybody. Thank y'all.
See ya.